Welcome to Cape Atlantic League Football on Simon's Cable Channel 2, brought to you by the Betson Connection. Tonight, it's South Jersey Group 3 playoff football from the Mustang Corral in Linwood. The first playoff game the Mainland Regional Mustangs have ever hosted, and they'll take on Brick Township. Mainland comes in 8-0. Brick Township 5-3. Ken Williams. This should be a fine football game. The winner gets the right to cross that bridge and play Ocean City on December 2nd.
Yes, Chuck, two fine football teams. One that is just rich in tradition. Brick Township, 38 years in existence. Same coach for 38 years, 13 state championships. Just all kind of tradition. And the Mustangs, this is their first home playoff game ever. And I guess we'll call them the Northwestern of South Jersey. They have just come out this year, and no one expected them to have the season that they're having. And the most ironical part about it is they have beaten teams, and except for one game, they have not even been close.
All right, they're going to make a dramatic entrance through a special sign here today at the Mustang Corral in Linwood. The Mainland Mustangs getting ready to take the field. The last time Mainland won the South Jersey Group 3 championship, it was 1980. The last time they were in South Jersey Group 3 playoffs, 1989, and ironically, 6 teams in the field, much the way it is this year. And here come the Mustangs as they take the field. They are the CAL American Conference Division II champions, and they've won 10 straight, Ken Williams.
11 straight, Chuck. They won 2 at the end of last year, and they've won, maybe it is 8 this year, 2 is 10.
10, 8 and 2 equals 10.
I read it somewhere in the newspaper.
Want to make
it said
sure
11,
that you're correct here.
It must have been that old newspaper you used to work for, had it wrong.
All right, today's winner advances to the South Jersey Group 3 semifinals against the Ocean City Red Raiders on December 2nd in Ocean City. So a big ticket riding across the 9th Street Bridge here today. And of course, Brick Township comes in. We mentioned 5-3, Ken, but they've lost to 3 teams ranked in the top 20, and they've also lost to Toms River North, a team ranked #1 in the entire state of New Jersey.
Yeah, Chuck, they lost to North Bergen 14-7. North Bergen is the #1 rated team in the Group 4 playoffs in North Jersey. They lost to Middletown South. Middletown South is the #1 team, Group 4 in Central Jersey, and they lost to Toms River North, who was in the playoffs playing Shawnee today, and they are the #1 team in the state of New Jersey. All 3 games were close. The Middletown game, they fumbled on a 2 going in the last minute of the game and wound up going to overtime and lost that in overtime.
All right, both teams will be in green and white today. The Mustangs will have green jerseys and white trim. Brick will be white jerseys and green trim, so a lot of green and white. Is that a good sign or bad sign for Mainland today, Ken?
I don't know, Chuck. I know that the parents decorated the other side of the bleachers, which they always do, in green and white, and this is the first week that the visitors didn't have to take the green and white down because of course, they were green and white.
All right, you just saw the graphic. Brick Township, the defending South Jersey Group 3 champion. They have a rich tradition. They're coached by 68-year-old Warren Wolf. He's been coaching there 38 years, and his record 288, 281, 70, and 11. There you see some key players for the Mustangs. Jeff Boyd, the 5 junior quarterback. What a season he has had. He's currently 3rd in South Jersey in TD passes. The wide receiver, Dave Klemick. He's currently 2nd in South Jersey in TD catches. He'll be a player to watch. Tony DeSalle, the first time they played a night game here, he went 70 yards for a touchdown. The fullback, Tony Tedeschi. The linebacker, Jason Cairns. The defensive back, I call him Jamie Eisler's baby brother, Brad Eisler. What a season he's had for the Mainland Mustangs, picking off passes. At the defensive end position, it'll be Marcus Perry. And on the offensive line, Buddy Broom Sr. Some players to watch today for the Mainland Regional Mustangs. And Ken, we have had the coin toss. We're awaiting the decision. Brick Township won. They will receive. Mainland will kick off. Win, not too much of a factor yet here today as it was in that historic broadcast we brought you here when we brought you Mainland Holy Spirit.
What little wind there is you're looking at the screen, is going from your left to your right, and Mainland will kick off with the win.
All right, Ken Williams, you have a lot of sources at Brick Township. Run down those players, and if you can, tell a little bit about every one of those players that's on the screen right now.
Yeah, the first boy, TJ Venturino, is a team leader. He's a guard and linebacker. Rob Sack, big guard, defensive end, definite Division I prospect, and let's hold this for the national anthem.
We'll get back after the national anthem. The national anthem performed by the Brick Township Marching Band. They're in green and white. Originally, I thought that was a Mainland Mustang band, but they're up in the stands, Ken Williams.
Yes, Chuck, there's a lot of people here, full house. The other side is full, and the auxiliary bleachers are starting to fill up.
All right, let's run down the Brick Township defense, pardon me. And Rob Stack, tackle Jimmy Altabello, tackle Vinditata, and Dan Vertisoso. Linebacker Nick Ermita, other linebacker Joe Morris, TJ Venturino, Will Bell, Mike Mendez, Brian Yakovich, and Steve Ryan round out the Brick Township defense. Brick Township offensive tight end Brian Yakovich, he's going both ways. Jake Cal, TJ Venturino, Sean Murray, Rob Stack, Jimmy Altabella, Steve Ryan, Art Maglio, John Doan, Demetrius Dunn. That's the halfback. Ken Williams said Mainland has to stop. And Matt Mantone, the quarterback. Here comes Mainland, and you know these kids. Todd Michael, the tight end, tackle Bill Brown, guard Greg Stoll, center TJ Wolf, guard Matt Levinson, tackle Buddy Broom Sr., split end Dave Klemick, fullback Tony Tedeschi, John Stone, Tony DeSalle, and Jeffrey Boyd ran out the Mainland Mustang offense. And defensively, this unit has been unsung all year. Marcus Perry, the big defensive end, Ryan Herrigle, Pat Markowitz, Dustin Grande, Casey Heemskirk, Nick Wagner, Jason Carnes, Kenyatta Brown, John Stone, Brad Eisler, and Tony DeSalle. That's the Mainland Mustang defense. Jason Feinberg ready to tee it off, and we're just about to get underway here. South Jersey Group 3 playoff action brought to you on Salmon's Cable Channel 2 in association with the Betson Connection. The first home playoff game in the history of the Mainland Mustangs. Ken Williams, are you ready to rock and roll?
Ready to go, Chuck. You know, Brick's type of team will not turn the ball over. They have been susceptible this year to the big play, and that has been Mainland's strength. So it looks to me like it's going to be an offensive Brick that will just try to pound the ball, not make mistakes, be very deliberate against a Mustang team that is a big play team.
All right, that was Will Bell who took that kickoff and returned it about to the 22-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Brick Township, and we'll get to see this offense early. Ken Williams, you happen to think they will pound at Mainland, try to go for ball possession, and the story real early will be who wins the battle up front, the Brick offensive line or the Mainland defensive line.
Yeah, so they have two tailbacks that alternate. They'll probably start with Joe Morris, 47, and Demetrius Dunn. Morris has gained 824 yards. Dunn has gained about 520, so they have two backs in the tailback that are over 1,300. The quarterback has thrown for over 700.
All right, man, Toad's the quarterback. He gives it off inside. That is Morris, as Ken Williams told you, and he has very little room as the Mustangs were there to shut that play down for a gain of about a yard. They'll set up 2nd, and we'll call it 8.
And I don't think that they'll be real fancy. I think they'll just come right at Mainland and try to execute. Big squad. They have 68 on their roster. They can only dress 55. You can see them on the sideline.
Looks like they brought half of Ocean County down here, Ken.
16 assistant coaches, Chuck.
Unbelievable. There you see the key players. We gave them to you earlier. Of course, we don't see Brick Township. They are the defending South Jersey Group 3 champions. Mantone gives it off outside to Demetrius Dunn, and Demetrius Dunn has room. He's at the 40, out across the 40 to the 46-yard line. 1st down, Brick Township. There you saw Demetrius Dunn, 5'9", 180-pound junior. Kenny found some running room.
Yes, again, he's got 521 yards for the season, 7 touchdowns. Morris, who alternates with him, number 47, has 824 yards and 11 touchdowns. So from that tailback spot, we're talking about 1,400 yards and 18 touchdowns. So they have two real good backs. And
let's watch this run again by Dunn. He breaks it outside. Takes it right up. Good run by Demetrius Dunn. 1st down for Brick Township. We're back live. They give it to Dunn again off the right side, and that time Mainland is going to stop that for about a gain of 3 yards. Demetrius Dunn off right tackle. Marcus Perry at the bottom of the pile.
Their big tackle, number 79, Rob Stack, who's on the left side, is they feel is a definite Division I prospect. He's 6'3", 25 pounds, and they're very high on him. So I would look for them in crucial situations to probably run the ball to their left.
Okay, and right away we've seen him come out 3 straight running plays. 2nd down and 7 for Brick Township. Defending South Jersey Group 3 champions. The quarterback is Matt Mantone, motion right. Gives it off inside to Morris, and Morris is thrown for a loss. Morris is thrown for a loss. Does it look like
Jason Cairns,
Jason Cairns in there to throw him for that loss, and that'll set up a 3rd and about 9. Let's watch it again, Ken. Let's see the Mainland defense break down the wall there. And
Cairns is a linebacker, and he came on that play, so it looks like Coach Tetley has his linebackers coming, which he's probably going to have to do. And Probably going to have to gamble a little bit because I don't know if he can sit in that 4-4 and expect to stop this team. I think they're pretty powerful, so he's going to have to play some games, which he did that time with Cairns.
All right, and we'll see what kind of passing attack Brick has if they opt to go to the air here as Mantone brings him out. This is a passing situation. He's back to throw. He looks, throws downfield, complete. It's complete for the first down. Number 81, Steve Ryan. I believe he may have it, Ken, where they've marked that right by the, let's watch it again.
They're going to measure this, and it's going to be close. That's just a quick out. Nice grab by number 81, Ryan, the end. Again, the quarterback, Mantone, has passed for over 700 yards. Ryan, the wide receiver, has 31 catches, I believe.
It was right by the marker, and it looks like he has it by the nose of the football, Ken Williams. First down for Brick Township. The football just inside the Mainland 45. So the first time they go to the air, Mantone finds his split end, Stevie Ryan, 6'2", 180-pound senior.
Last year in the playoff game that won them the South Jersey Group 3 championship, they beat Central, which was the team that eliminated Ocean City. Central went ahead with about a minute and a half to go, and Brick got the ball back, and in a minute and a half went the length of the field. Mantone to Ryan, and won the game 28-24.
All right, so this is a veteran team, particularly a team with playoff experience, Ken Williams.
Yes.
There's motion, and Marcus Perry, it comes across the line of scrimmage. We'll await the signal from the referee, Ken.
That's going to be a legal offside against Mainland, I believe, Chuck.
That's what it is. Perry saw the motion and went across into the neutral zone, so that'll set up a 1st and 5 for Brick Township. Ken, this is a physical offensive line. One tackle, Altabella, 6'1", 229. That's pretty big. The guard next to him, Sack, 6'3", 224.
And they're both on the left side, Chuck. That's why I said I think they'll go left in crucial situations.
All right, Mainland's out of the 44. They come with a blitz this time. Mantone's going to go deep. He's got a man wide open. DeSalle back. It's caught. It's caught by Ryan. Tony DeSalle had a shot at the football. Ryan went up, came down with it at the 10-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for Brick. Looks like he may have been injured. Ken, take the replay.
Yeah, well, he underthrew that a little bit because it hung up on him and he had to come back. And nice defensive play by Eisler making that tackle. I think he probably has the wind knocked out of him.
Right, and DeSalle almost overran that ball if you saw it. It looked like he had a shot at the interception,
if we can stay on that injured player, you see Coach Warren Wolf, who's probably the dean. He's bending over, and I guess that's a gray suit. Probably the dean of coaches in the state of New Jersey, has 280 wins. He's the only coach that's ever been at Brick. He's been there 38 years, and before he was there, he was at Memorial, I think, of West New York as an assistant coach, and when he was in that program, they lost, I think, one game in like 10
There's
years.
a man, he's devoted his entire life, Ken, to coaching high school football. An incredible record.
He sure has. I saw him play years ago in the Atlantic City Convention Hall. They beat Camden 21-20 for a Group 4 playoff when they used to have the games in the hall, and I was very impressed then, and it hasn't changed.
38 years, his record, 280, 81, 70, and 11. Now, with the catch by Ryan, he got off the field on his own momentum, probably just had the wind knocked out of him. Actually, it's outside the 10, so Brick can get a 1st down without scoring. Yes. It'll be 1st and 10. We'll call it at the 11. Mantone brings him out, gives it off inside. That's the big fullback, 34, Demetrius Dunn, and he's inside the, probably got to about the 5-yard line, Ken Williams, running behind all that beef. Let's watch it.
And on the left side, notice, Chuck, when the money's on the line, it looks like they're going to go left, and they did it that time.
They did. They ran behind Altabella and Sack. That's about 500 pounds of beef there on that left side, and that's going to be a test.
He just brings in another tackle, Dan Waska, 6'2", 230, senior on the other side. So they got some beef in there now, Chuck.
All right, 2nd, and we'll call it 5 for Brick. They can get a 1st down without scoring a touchdown. So calls the signals. Gives it off inside. That's Morris. Morris still on his feet. Gets probably down to about the 1-yard line, Ken Williams. Right. Joe Morris, 6 foot, 180-pound senior.
Again, left side, Chuck. Notice that.
Let's watch it again. They're making a living on this left side right now.
Straight power. Guard pulls and leads through, and he's very close to the 1st down, Chuck.
Maybe about a yard short of the first, 2 yards short of the touchdown. So a big play here for both teams. Of course, this is probably 4-down territory for Brick Township, and they have an ideal situation. They really don't have to get it into the end zone, and they can still get a 1st down. There's the quarterback, Matt Mantone. He gives it off to Morris. And still no signal. Now we have touchdown, Brick Township, as Joe Morris takes it in from 2 yards out with 6:22 left in the first period. Brick Township gets that ball, Ken, and goes right down the field.
That's just a power eye. Both backs lead, and he finds the seam behind him and slithers into the end zone, Chuck. This is what I felt they would do. They throw in obvious situations and run the football, and this is something that Mainland's going to have to stop.
All right, but the big play on the drive was a pass to Ryan to set it up, and Mainland had a shot at an interception on that. I bet if you asked DeSalle, he'd like to have that one back. I think he just overran the football.
This kid, I understand, is an excellent kicker too, Chuck.
Dustin Brown, the kick is up, and it's good. It's good. So, with 6 minutes and 22 seconds left in the first period here in the South Jersey Group 3 quarterfinal playoff, Brick Township 7, Mainland nothing. We'll be back with more right after this.
Tonight's South Jersey Group 3 quarterfinal clash between Mainland and Brick Township is brought to you by some very special sponsors. Big Wally's Discount Furniture, name brand furniture at discount prices. 514 New Road, Summers Point, dial 926-1155. The Mainland Regional High School Sports Booster Club, devoted to enhancing all athletes at Tonight's South Jersey Group 3 quarterfinal clash between Mainland and Brick Township is brought to you by some very special sponsors. Big Wally's Discount Furniture, name brand furniture at discount prices. 514 New Road, Summers Point, dial 926-1155. The Mainland Regional High School Sports Booster Club, devoted to enhancing all athletes at Mainland. Call Patty Hartley at 927-0552. Dr. and Mrs. Andy Dwyer and MRHS Hall of Famer Mary Beth Dwyer. Thomas Roofing and Sheet Metal Company, commercial and industrial roofing, 114 North Brighton Avenue, Atlantic City. Dial 344-5846. The Mainland Football Parents, an interactive organization. Helen DeSalle, President. Klein Construction, your local utility constructor. Dial 652-3000. The Northfield Linwood Kiwanis, always looking for new members. Dial President Mark Amarowitz at 927-9554. And Atlantic Coast Mortgage, your mortgage specialist. The lowest rates in Atlantic County. Phone Bill Malamu at 926-1550.
We're back with South Jersey Group 3 playoff action on Simon's Cable Channel 2, brought to you by the Betson Connection. The Mainland Mustang cheerleaders trying to get this crowd pumped up. What are those scarves they have on, Ken?
Those scarves, Chuck, were knitted by T.J. Wolf's mom, Mrs. Wolf. Knitted one for every cheerleader and the cheerleading advisor. This was just an outstanding season as far as cooperation between the parents and the kids, and it's just, it's just been tremendous, and the parents have done everything they possibly could for these kids. The sign you saw them run through the entering the game was bought by the football parents, I think to the tune of like $900. It's Velcro. It can be used over and over again. And the scarves knitted by Mrs. Wolf were a present to the cheerleaders and an appreciation for the job that they do. So I just can't say enough about the cooperation between the parents this year and the kids.
All right, Brick kicks it off. John Stone has it, 25. He's got some room, and he gets it out to about the 34-yard line. Mainland will set it up 1st and 10. We have a penalty flag down. Penalty flag on the kickoff return as John Stone had a fine return for the Mainland Mustangs, Ken. And young Ken Williams is telling us it may be a personal foul. He's our spotter today. That's exactly what it is. He's got the eagle eyes of his daddy, Ken Williams Jr., telling us personal foul. So that's going to give Mainland real good field position to start their first drive.
Put them on about the 45-yard line. And if Brick, Chuck, has had an Achilles heel this year, it's been the big play. And if Mainland has had a strength this year,
it's been the big play. No question
about it. Very
about
interesting to see how this matchup unfolds. Brick has done what we anticipated. They've controlled the football. They took off 6 minutes of the first quarter and scored. Now it's Mainland's time.
Good field position for the Mustangs, though, as Jeff Boyd brings them out. 1st and 10, the football right at midfield. Mainland trails 7-0. They've trailed before this year, particularly against Ocean City, and they roared back. Boyd back to throw. He's going down the sideline for Klemick. Incomplete, almost intercepted.
You're going to get an offensive
flag down on the play, Ken. Flag down, and you think it is what?
It's offensive against 84.
All right, Boyd threw for Klemick. Good coverage downfield, and that's exactly what it's going to be, as Ken Williams right on the mark. Offensive pass.
Yeah, that ball was going to be intercepted, and Klemick saw that, I think, and he pushed the defender, which is not a bad play. You can see him push him right there.
Good call.
If he intercepted, it's their ball. In this case, the 15-yard penalty still gives Mainland the ball. The only problem is it's lost it down.
Okay, so Ken Williams right on top of that. We saw it on the replay, and Klemick probably did save an interception. So although you get penalized, Ken Williams, probably a good play that time as you retain possession. But now it's 2nd and 25.
Now they're going to have to I would look for a screen here, Chuck.
2nd and 25 for Mainland after the offensive pass interference penalty. DeSalle in motion. And they give it to Tedeschi. And Tedeschi gets about a yard before he's stopped by Nick Eremita, defense outside linebacker for Brick Township, 6 foot, 180-pound senior. This will set up a 3rd and about 23, Ken, and that penalty puts you in a hole, but you at least save the interception.
Yeah, they're going to. I don't know how much that fade they're going to get today. I think the teams have seen that, and they're going to watch Klemick pretty tough. I think in this situation, they're going to have to go with some kind of a screen, or maybe that waggle to the tight end over the middle.
3rd down and 23 for Mainland. Stone in motion. Boyd rolls out, looks downfield, looking, incomplete. Incomplete. It was intended for Joe Morrow in the flat, and it went through his hands. That'll be 4th down, a punting situation. Let's watch it, Ken. Roll out by Boyd.
Roll. Okay, he looks at it. Even if he catches that, Chuck, it
would have been short of the 1st down. Playing for a little bit better field position there. And Mainland will have to punt it away here. Jeff Boyd will punt it away for the Mustangs. They trail 7-0. Brick put together a good offensive drive. The key play, a pass from Mantone to wide receiver Steve Ryan. That set up the touchdown. Boyd gets a punt away.
Going to have a return here, Chuck.
Going to be taken at
right here.
25. He's got a wall. Picks up another block. Good tackle that time by number 48. He saved a long kickoff return. Tony Tedeschi really saved it because, Ken, you pointed out they had that wall set up.
Yes, they did. They had a wall left that time as the return came back, and if Tedeschi doesn't make that tackle, Chuck, that's a touchdown.
Let's watch it again. Let's watch this. Ken Williams thinks it's a touchdown-saving tackle by Tony Tedeschi.
I mean, he's got nothing but sideline here. Tedeschi gets his feet over. You look
right there. He just nabbed him. That's a big play. And remember that play as we look back at this football game. 1st and 10 for Brick Township. They lead 7-0. They give it off to Morris. Morris stumbles, and he's not going to get anything. He slipped as he got the handoff, and he'll be thrown for a loss maybe of a yard. Man, they're going to give him a yard. 2nd, and we'll call it 9.
Again, they're trying to come back to that left side. Looks like they're starting right and coming and trying little cutbacks.
So the two guys who are going to be tested, Ken, are Dustin Grande and Pat Markowitz, and they're going to run at those two players. Now, Dustin Grande had a tremendous game against Holy Spirit this year. He's a fine defensive end. And, of course, the linebacker on this side, Jason Kearns, is going to have to step up, too, and stop this power offense of Brick Township. 2nd and 9, motion. They give it off to Dunn. Dunn tries to get outside. Nothing there. Nothing there. And there's a late flag coming in. Jason Cairns in on the tackle. That's going to be a loss of yardage, and we'll await to see what the infraction is.
That came all the way from the back, Judge Chuck. They're going to get
holding on Brick. Yeah. Holding against Brick Township. So the Mainland defensive line certainly reacting much better on this series than they did on the first series, Ken Williams.
Yeah, while we got the penalty, Chuck, let me run down these officials so I don't forget. They're from out of the Meyer chapter up in Camden. In fact, 4 of the 5 are from Haddonfield. I know George Reeves very well. He's the referee. Umpire John Oakes, line judge Rich Hall, linesman Buck Russell, back judge is James Gwynn, and the timer from our local chapter here up here in the booth is Harry Weber.
All right, and Ken, Mainland has declined a penalty because Brick lost yardage, so it'll be 3rd down and 11. All right, we'll go down to Hurry after this play here. 3rd down and 11. We're going to go down to Lucy Jones on the sideline. We got Lucy Jones on the sidelines today. Added coverage on the Betson Connection's coverage of South Jersey Group 3 playoff football. Ken, 3rd down. The last time, Mantone completed a big pass. Let's see what he does this time. He's back to throw again. He looks. He throws downfield. Incomplete. Incomplete. As he was looking for number 36, Brian Yakovachuk, his tight end, and that's incomplete.
Yeah, that ball was there a little behind him. It just went off his hand, so you will now see Brick's first punt.
All right, let's go down to Lucy Jones for a sideline report right now on Simon's Cable Channel 2's coverage of South Jersey Group 3 playoff action.
Chuck, I have an injury update on Brick Township player Steve Ryan. The coaches said they did not want to comment on the extent of the injury. However, they did not think that he would be returning to the game today.
Thank you for that report, Lucy Jones. So Steve Ryan probably will not return, and there's the punt. It gets away. DeSalle picks it up on a bounce at the 35, and he gets out to about the 38-yard line. So we got that report from Lucy Jones. Steve Ryan probably will not return as he got the wind knocked out of him. Ken, will that be a factor?
Yes, it will, Chuck. He's their best receiver. He's the kid that he's the go-to man. Again, it must have been more than just to get the wind knocked out of him if they don't think he's going to return. Maybe a little bit more serious than that.
All right, 1st and 10 for Mainland. A football at the 38. The Mustangs trail 7-0. Again, good field position for the Stangs. And thank Lucy Jones for that sideline report. Boyd brings him out. DeSalle in motion. Boyd gives it to Tony Tedeschi, and he finds it going tough against that Brick Township forward wall, Ken. It's going to be difficult to run inside against this defense. Again, with Stack and Altobello, they both weigh 230 pounds.
That's just a little fullback behind the lead blocker, and there was nothing at all there, Chuck.
Got about 2, though. I thought he got less than that, so well, we call it a yard and a half. 2nd and 8.5 for the Mainland Mustangs. Jeff Boyd brings him out. Tedeschi and DeSalle behind Boyd, and Stone in the slot. Stone will go in motion. And they're going to give it to DeSalle in a crossbuck trap, and there's nothing there at all. 77, Jimmy Altobello, 6'1", 230-pound senior, stopped that play in its tracks, Ken.
Yeah, that's been a big play for Mainland, that little inside counter. Okay, DeSalle takes that little stutter step and comes back, and again, that time there was nothing there.
I'll tell you, someone's going to have to block 77. He's an absolute truck on that defensive line. 3rd down, and we'll call it 8 for the Mainland Mustangs. They trail 7-0 in the football game. They run a pitch out to Stone. Stone's got some blockers, gets it across the 45 out of bounds, gets it close to the 1st down, but he's not going to have it, Ken. He's going to be about 2 yards short.
And they're going to have to punt the ball. Hey, Chuck.
Let's watch it again.
That's just a quick toss. Buddy Broom out in front of him making the block, but he's going to be about 2, almost 3 yards short, and I'm sure they're going to have to punt the ball here. I'll tell you, if I was Brick, I would look for the fake.
Okay, so we'll wait and see what happens. 1:30 left in the first period here at the Mustang Corral in Linwood. Brick Township on the board first, 7-0. Boyd back to punt. Gets the snap from center. Good snap from center. Good kick by Boyd. It's fielded at the 20.
Got the wall to the right.
The wall set up this time. Cuts it back inside and gets that out over the 30 to the 32-yard line. That's Brian Yakovachuk.
Some of these names are football names, Chuck.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's from the cold country up there in Penn State. Yakovuk, we'll call him. Fine return, gets it across the 30 to the 33-yard line. 1st and 10, Brick. We got 1:14. The clock is running in the first period here in the first home playoff game in the history of Mainland Regional High School.
Big year, Chuck. First night game ever at home. First playoff game ever at home. This is a year of firsts at Mainland.
All right. Brick will come out. They have the football and the lead. Mantone's back to throw. He's got time. Incomplete. Incomplete. He was looking for Jesse Clayton, and Clayton was there. The football was thrown behind him. It'll bring up a 2nd and 10 for Brick Township.
Yeah, he's had a couple receivers open here early, and he just hasn't been able to put the ball in the money, which has been a little fortunate, I think, fortunate for the Mustangs.
So that time they came out and threw on 1st down, Ken, just to change it up a little bit after showing a steady diet of running, and they came out, threw the football on 1st down. The play was there. They just couldn't execute it. 2nd and 10 for Brick Township. Lucy Jones told you their starting flanker will not return. There's the handoff to Morris, and Morris still on his feet. He'll get about 8 yards. Looked like he was going to go down. He put his hand down and kept his balance and managed to get a fine gain on that play. Let's watch it, Ken Williams.
I saw that name, Joe Morris, Chuck. I thought maybe he was related to the former Giant.
Right there, looks like he's going down, but he showed good balance, and he got about 8 yards on the play. It'll set up a 3rd and 2 for Brick Township.
That's why he's close to 1,000 for the year as a part-time or alternating at tailback.
And what a luxury to have, you know, those kind of backs where you can alternate them and make sure they're both not too tired to run the football, Ken. You also wear a defense down. But here's a big play for Mainland. 3rd down and 2. The football at the 42-yard line of Brick. They lead in the football game 7-0, and they may get the playoff and they may not here as the first period winds down. They give it to Morris outside, and Morris still on his feet going for that 1st down marker. Ken Williams says he will have the 1st down, and that's the final play of the 1st quarter. Let's watch it again, Ken. Nothing fancy here, just Morris.
And you know what? See what side they're going to, Chuck.
They're running off that
left side
where they got all that beef. That's the end of the 1st quarter here at the Mustang Corral in Linwood with the score, Brick Township 7, Mainland nothing. Now let's go to the Betson Connection Calvi Electric scoreboard.
Surprise.
We're back with South Jersey Group 3 playoff football on Simon's Cable Channel 2, brought to you by the Betson Connection. Chuck Betson, Ken Williams, Lucy Jones down on the sidelines. We've completed one period here. Brick Township 7, Mainland nothing. Kenny, any trends you've been able to detect early? You were right on the mark. Brick Township's going to come out and pound the football. That's what they've done.
Yeah, they have a definite tendency to run the ball to the left in key situations, which I think the Mustangs are going to have to adjust to. They use the tailbacks. They don't use the fullback, number 44, John Dohan. They don't use him too much, so I would be willing to.
He blocks, though. They use him to block. He's a battering ram.
He's the guy I would be a little bit afraid of, because down the road here, they're going to give him the football, and they're not going to be ready for it. But nothing different than what I expected. Ball possession. Try not to make mistakes.
1st and 10 for Brick Township. We mentioned their 3 losses came to teams ranked in the top 20. And they lost to the number 1 team in the state. So this is a football team who's been up against some quality competition. Mantone gives it off to Morris. Morris runs through a tackle. He's running free. He's got about 10 yards.
You have another 1st down, I believe, Chuck.
Maybe he has a 1st down. Mainland had a shot at him in the backfield, Ken, and Joe Morris just ran out of some tackles. Let's watch it again.
Very deceptive runner. He picks up his feet, doesn't give you much to shoot at. He's got real nice balance.
Close to the 1st down, and they're going to have to measure. So Morris has been the workhorse for Brick Township here early as they stretch those chains, and this time it looks like it may be, no, they have it. First down Brick Township. So give Morris 10 yards on that carry. 1st and 10 for Brick. They have the lead, and they have the football inside Mainland territory at the 46-yard line. Looks like Mainland has taken a timeout because I see Brick Township go over to the sideline. Mainland wants to make some defensive adjustments, and with 11:46, we'll keep it right here during this timeout, Ken. All right, let's go down to Lucy Jones on the sideline for a sideline report.
Chuck, we were just told that the injured player, Steve Ryan, has 23 catches on the year for a total of 399 yards, and he had a total of 37 yards today on the field. So they will definitely miss Steve Ryan today if he does not return to the game. Back to you.
Thanks for that report, Lucy Jones. So
is he sitting on the bench here, Lucy, or did you get a chance to check that out?
We'll try to go back down to her because she cannot hear us, Kenny. But
I thought I was on Monday Night Football.
You thought you were right there with Frank Gifford. We're going to get that. Maybe next year we'll have that on Simon's Cable Channel too. We've made a lot of improvements this year in our coverage, and we certainly have enjoyed bringing you high school football. We're going to do a live telecast on Thanksgiving Day. We'll be live at Sagami Oakcrest. Ken Williams will be at EHT Mainland. Bob Derbyshire at Atlantic City Holy Spirit. There's a quick pitch outside to Dunn, and that time a good shoestring tackle as the Mustangs stopped Dunn after a short game. That was 42. Kenyatta Brown came up and made a good tackle, Ken Williams.
I think Brad Eisler was there also, Chuck.
Looked like Dunn had some room had that tackle not been made. So it'll be 2nd and 9 for Mainland as they try to stop this not too fancy Brick Township offense. It just comes right at you, and Ken, I think they say, hey, we'll tell you what we're going to run. We're going to dare you to stop it.
And we're not going to make mistakes.
2nd down and 9 for Brick. Motion. Mantone gives it off to Morris, and that time Morris is tackled for no gain as Ryan Herrigle was there to hit Morris almost immediately after he took that handoff. Ken, let's watch the fine play by defensive tackle Ryan Herrigle, 6'2", 202-pound senior.
Yeah, it's going to come back. I mean, they seem to be cutting everything back to the left, Chuck. Even things that are designed to go up the middle seem to be cutting back to the left. I don't know if that's by design or what, but I guess we're not going to get there.
All right, we won't get it. So we'll keep it here for 3rd down, and we'll call it 9. For Brick. Big play for Mainland here. They need to get the football back. This team loves to possess the football, Ken. Antone's back to throw. He sets up a screen to Dunn, and they have it set up. Brown is blocked. Brown cuts it inside and is close to the first down. I don't think he has it, Ken Williams.
Yes, he does. Chuck, got it by a yard.
All right. Let's watch the replay on this screen, Ken. Perfectly set up. Mainland got good pressure, but it was a screen to Demetrius Dunn, and then there's a good block right there. Looked like a slip as well.
Brown and Kenyatta Brown and Jason Cairns, and yes, it was.
Ken Williams called it again. 1st down for Brick, and that's a big play, Ken, because now they can run that clock and keep that football.
Yeah, and the biggest thing is, Chuck, they're in 4-down territory now. They're down inside the 35-yard line, so they're going to give 4-down shots.
Okay, 1st and 10. For Brick, we got movement, flags all over the place here. Probably going to have an illegal procedure against Brick Township.
I think they got the snap count mixed up a little bit there.
Ken, that was a good call to use that screen. Warren Wolf has been around a long time, and he knew when to insert that screen, didn't he?
And that was a nice play by Kenyatta Brown and Jason Cairns, because if they don't shed those defenders and make that tackle, that goes for big yardage.
So it's 1st down and 15 for Brick after the illegal procedure penalty. And Mainland needs a big play here. They could certainly use a turnover, a big defensive play to sort of spark them. They look a little down here, Kenny Williams.
Well, they've been very fortunate with turnovers this year, Chuck. They've been very opportunistic, and there's another penalty.
There's another flag down.
This is going to be an offside, I think, Chuck.
Looks like it may be against Brick Township again, Ken. Illegal procedure, illegal substitution rule. So I don't know if a player got off the field in time before the snap was made. So Mainland gets 2 breaks there. Now it's 1st and 20.
Yeah, they put a man. I guess they didn't get a guy off the field in time because that's. They see Warren Wolf over.
Warren Wolf wants an explanation from the official. First down and 20, the football at the 44.
Well, they just showed the screen, so I don't think they'll come back with that one now. See what they do.
They're probably going to run the football here and continue to pound away with Morris. There's Morris, and boy, he's a strong kid. You know, he's initially hit, and then he has the wherewithal and the ability, Ken, to come back and get 3 or 4 yards after he's hit. Let's watch this, Ken.
Yeah.
I mean, he's hit initially, like right there. Looks like he stopped. Boom. But he still gets 4 yards.
Picks up almost 5, yeah, Chuck.
Second down and 15. He did, after the play, he threw the football at the Mainland defense, and that could have been
I missed that, Chuck.
an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. So
There seems to be a little talking going back and forth between these two teams here, so it's a very highly spirited game here.
All right, second down, and we'll call it about 16 for Brick Township. The football at the 40. The quarterback is Matt Mantone. Lucy Jones told you their leading receiver probably will not return today. They show motion. Mantone's back to throw, fakes it to Dunn, throws it downfield. He's got a man. It's complete. Caught for a first down down the left sideline. First down for Brick Township. Football inside the 20 to the 18. I believe that's the tight end. Let's watch it, Ken.
He fakes the draw. The fullback sneaks out into the flat. Remember we talked earlier in the year that one of the toughest patterns to cover is that back out, because he goes through the line of scrimmage, he gets lost, and all of a sudden he reappears. And that was a fullback, the tight end caught that, yes.
Yakovich. But you know what? He had him isolated on a linebacker. Very tough play for the linebacker there to cover. Here's Dunn running outside, still on his feet. Gets about 5 yards, still on his feet. Unbelievable. These Brick kids really have the ability to break tackles.
Fumble,
Mainland has it. Mainland has the football.
As the turnover where they're
Dunn must have fumbled it. We got lost. It was lost in a crowd. And Mainland comes up with a turnover it needed. That's for sure. Let's watch it again, Ken. Let's see if we can come to watch the football come out. There's Dunn. It was on his feet, and there's a big crowd. He still looks like somebody just stole the ball from him in that pile.
That's exactly what happened.
Somebody stole the ball from Dunn, and that'll give Mainland a first down.
That was a nice second effort and a nice effort on the part of the Mustang.
We said they needed a turnover. Now they have one. First and 10 for Mainland. A football at the 13-yard line. Boyd's going to give it to DeSalle. He tries to go outside. He's thrown for a loss. As Morris came up, Joe Morris, the fine halfback, came up and threw DeSalle for a loss, Ken Williams.
He's an inside backer, so they're sending their backers also, Chuck. And by sending backers, you make things happen. And in that case, that's exactly what happened. Morris came through, hit him for about a 5-yard loss.
Second down and 14 for Mainland. Football at the 9-yard line. The Mustangs trail 7-0. Boyd brings him out. DeSalle in motion. Gives it off to Stone, and Stone finds little room to run against this Brick Township defense.
And again, that was Morris.
What a game he's played. He's all over the field, running the football. Now he's making every tackle on defense. Watch number 47 come up here and stop John Stone.
He just stepped right up, filled that hole. That's exactly the way it's supposed to be done, Chuck.
Third down and 13 for Mainland. 6:51 left. Ken, I don't believe Mainland has a first down yet in the football game.
I think you're right, Chuck.
No first downs yet for the Mustangs, so they need one here. Third and 13. Stone in motion. Boyd rolls out. Probably going to keep it as there was nothing downfield. Stone had double coverage. There was nothing there, and Boyd wisely made the decision not to throw it, and probably got it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's watch it, Ken.
The defense was that time. They moved some people around when they shifted people, and there's just nothing there at all.
Nothing there at all, and
smart play by Jeff Boyd not to throw that football.
Obviously, Stone was double covered downfield, and Boyd will have to probably punt from his own end zone here.
They've had to return on the first 2 times. Looks
Brian Yakovich back. Snap is high. Boyd does a good job getting it down. He kicks it away.
And they went after it that time, Chuck.
It's going to roll, and the Brick's going to have good field position at the Mainland 30-yard line. Real good field position for Brick Township at the Mainland 30-yard line. First and 10. They have the football, and they have the lead with 5:51 left in the second period, Ken.
And they went after it that time. The first time they had to return left. The second time returned right, and that time they went after it. So there's not much else you can do as far as punt return plays go.
All right, the Mainland defense once again will be put to the test here as Mainland trails 7-0, has not been able to move the football against a Brick defense. Antone gives it off inside to the fullback. You mentioned he was going to get the ball. That time he got it, Ken, and that's John Doan on the carry, and he stopped for no gain.
And again, Chuck, the worst part about this is they're 4-down territory, and they're starting in 4-down territory.
Let's watch it, though, as Mainland did a good job inside that time, stopping Dohan, the fullback. He has 2nd and 11 for Brick.
I think Cairns and Wagner, the 2 linebackers, were in on that play.
We mentioned the winner gets a ticket to Ocean City on December 2nd, and because Group 3 has 6 teams, they'll be playing football all the way till December 9th this year. Antone's under center. He's back to throw. He's going to run a reverse. He runs a reverse outside. Good time that time. Good by Dustin Grande, who held his ground and turned it in, Ken, as it was a reverse to number 25, Jesse Clayton.
Real nice.
And Grande did a good job. Watch him as he contains. They show pass. They give it on the reverse to Clayton. And look at 52. Fight off the tackle, the block that time, and he did enough to allow the pursuit to come up and make the tackle.
And that was Brad Eisler, I think, that knocked him out of bounds, number 36 that time.
3rd and 10. They tell you when you play defensive end, stay at home, stay at home. That time, Ken, if Dustin Grande comes down and the line of scrimmage, that's wide open. He did a good job of staying at home that time.
Absolutely.
3rd down and 10. Big play for Mainland and Brick, although we are in 4-down territory. We'll watch and see if Brick opts to go to the air here. Antone's back. He throws over the middle. It's complete. Complete for a 1st down to Nick Ermietta over the middle, and that looks like it'll be a Brick Township 1st down, Ken.
Yeah, a lot of pressure that time. Antone stood in there under pressure and delivered that ball right on the money. Nice grab.
Big league throw. Nick Ermietta, he's a tight end, 6 foot, 180 pounds, and that's a 1st down. Boy, Brick, when they need a 1st down, they've come up with a fine playbook here, using the screen, using that pass to the tight end, and that time again to the tight end, Ken Williams. And again, Antone's got plenty of time to throw. 1st and 10, the football at the 15-yard line of Mainland. Brick Township leads at 7-0. They're looking for more. Antone rolls out. Under pressure, puts it up. It's complete. Inside the 5-yard line.
That's going to be short of that's going to be a 1st down again, Chuck, I believe.
Now let's watch it again, Ken. We'll watch him, Antone, roll out, roll away from pressure. Marcus Perry trying to get some pressure on. And just a fine play. He hit Yakovich again. That's the tight end. They're using the tight end a lot here today, Ken.
Well, that's because Peters is out, I think, Chuck. Peters got hurt, so they're going to use Yakovich. I guess he's their 2nd best receiver.
3 minutes and 50 seconds. The clock is running. 1st and goal for Brick Township. The football inside the 5. We'll call it the 5-yard line. 1st and goal. Full house backfield for Brick Township. Done in motion, and they give it on to Morris on a sweep. He cuts back inside, still on his feet, and gets it down to about the 2-yard line. As that play was designed to go outside, but Morris cut back against the grain, Ken, and ended up picking up some yardage.
He's a good runner. He's got good feet. He's got good vision. Watch him. He comes back, jumps over the pile here. He sees it.
Right there, Wagner almost has him, and he danced away from him.
Comes right back, dives. He's down to about the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal for Brick Township. They lead at 7-0. They're looking for more. Been very quiet here in Linwood, Ken. 3:06 left. They give it to Morris. Morris tries to get in, and he's stopped. He's not going to get it in. Not going to get in that time. Is at the bottom of the pile.
In fact, he lost a little on that.
Jason Cairns there. And Pat Markowitz. Let's watch this fine defensive stand by Mainland.
Nice job.
Markowitz and Kearns both come in, and they say, we're not going to let you get in easy.
He lost a yard. I think he's back on a 2 now.
And I believe Brick Township has taken a timeout here with 2 minutes and 43 seconds left in the 1st half here at the Mustang Corral. South Jersey Group 3 playoff action to score.
This is an equipment timeout, Chuck. They'll be right
back. All right,
back.
We'll keep it here. Brick Township 7, Mainland nothing is equipment timeout, so we'll keep it right here. We don't want you to miss a play on our coverage. 3rd and goal for Brick Township. They lead at 7-0. Mainland needs a defensive stop. Antone fumbles the snap. The ball is loose. It's on the field, and the Mustangs have it. The Mustangs came up with a fumbled snap. Looked like number 59 got on that football, Ken Williams, and it's a first down from Mainland. So again, there you see it. I'm sorry, it was 65 on the recovery for the Mustangs. Matt Cusio in there on the goal line defense. He recovers the fumbled snap from center. And again, Mainland comes up with a turnover. They've taken it away twice inside the 20 from Brick, Ken. That's what they need to stay in this game.
And that was on the 2, Chuck.
Big turnover for the Mustangs. Jeff Boyd brings them out. He gives it to Tedeschi, the little fire plug of a fullback, and he's stopped by the entire front of Brick Township. Ken, you can't say enough about the Mainland defense. 2 fumble recoveries inside the 15-yard line.
I would look for Brick to start using their timeouts, Chuck. We're down to about a minute 50. It's second and about 8. So let's see if Brick doesn't use that clock. And at this point, the Mustangs would hope they don't, and they would take their time and try to get out of this with a 7-0 deficit at halftime.
Well, Mainland's got to get a first down. They haven't had one yet in the first half.
Brick has 9 and Mainland has none.
So, I mean, they got to establish something here. They give it to Tedeschi again. He's trying to find some yardage. Gets about 2 yards. It'll set up a 3rd down and 5.
And there's that timeout I was just talking about that Brick just took.
You're right. Brick Township takes a timeout because they probably want to get that football back with 1:25 left in the first half.
They'll take another timeout after this play if they don't get the first down, Chuck, I believe, and force them to punt. And that'll give them the ball in good field position, 1 timeout left, and a little over a minute on the clock.
All right, let's go down to Lucy Jones on the sideline for a sideline report from Lucy.
Chuck, I just got some statistics on Brick Township's running back, Joe Morris. Coming into the game, he had a total of 824 yards rushing and is now, before the last possession, was up to 853. So he's on the mark for a 1,000-yard season. Back to you.
Thanks for that report, Lucy Jones on the sideline right here to aid our coverage of Simon's Cable Channel 2's coverage of high school football. And we have South Jersey Group 3 playoff action today. Brick Township and Mainland. Brick leads it 7-0 with 1:25 left. We'll be back with more right after this.
The undisputed heavyweight
Come back whenever you want.
We'll come back pretty quick.
Okay.
Shore Road in Summers Pool. But it just isn't a wings thing at Charlie's, as the entire menu is a knockout. Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, enjoy the 2.5-pound prime rib special. And the Charlie's menu specializes in German and American cuisine, which is cooked to order. Charlie's specialties are excellent also. On Tuesday night, enjoy 25-cent steamers. On Thursday night, it's all-you-can-eat ribs for $10.95. And there's daily drink specials at Charlie's with $1.50 margaritas from 3 to 6 on Friday afternoons. There's also a great children's menu at Charlie's with prices ranging from $2.25 to $7.85 and a daily free luncheon special for children under 8. Charlie's is also a great place to play pool, shuffleboard, and darts. Charlie's is open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 3 a.m. and on Sundays from noon to 3 a.m. For takeout service at Charlie's, dial 927-FOOD.
For the past 29 years, the Humane Society of Ocean City has provided the communities of Cape May County with a no-kill animal shelter. Each year, we handle more than 1,500 animals. Our shelter staff works hard to ensure that every animal is adopted into a caring and loving home. Our no-kill policy means that every animal remains a guest until they're adopted. Your support of the Humane Society of Ocean City is vital to our efforts to continue providing a no-kill shelter. For more information or to volunteer, call 399-2018.
Giuliano family would like to invite you to enjoy an unforgettable dining experience. Located at Ocean Heights Avenue and Zion Road in Bargaintown, Giuliano's is open for lunch 11:30 to 3 daily and dinner from 4 till 11. Try a tempting appetizer while your entree is cooked to order. Relax in Giuliano's lounge with a snack and a cold drink. Or visit Giuliano's packaged goods store with a wide variety of spirits and cold beer. For a family restaurant with family prices, come to Giuliano's, Ocean Heights Avenue and Zion Road, Bargaintown, 927-6363.
The law offices of Broom and Bellucci have been serving the Atlantic City metropolitan area since 1966. Located at 1701 New Road in Northfield, Henry Broom and Bruno Bellucci specialize in personal injury cases. The firm also has an expertise in divorce and workman's compensation. A law firm with a sporting touch, Broom and Bellucci would also like to wish all the athletes in the Cape Atlantic League a successful winter basketball season. Like a point guard dribbling through a full court press, Broom and Bellucci can help you find a way through the legal labyrinth.
Henry Broom is a graduate of the University of North Carolina, so he knows all about the winning mystique. That's Broom and Bellucci, located at 1701 New Road in Northfield. The firm is open daily from 8:30 to 5:30. Dial 645-3100 for all your legal needs.
Hi, my name is Melanie White. I'm from the Mainland Mustang cheerleading squad. When I want high school football results, I tune to Salmon's Communications Channel 2, the Betson Connection, 5 p.m. every Saturday night.
Okay, we're back with South Jersey Group 3 playoff action on Salmon's Cable Channel 2. Brought to you by the Betson Connection. Chuck Betson, Ken Williams. We're on Sunday night under state rules. We cannot rebroadcast the game until 24 hours after the kickoff, so we're bringing it to you on Sunday night. Big play for the Mainland Mustangs. They do not have a first down in the first half. 3rd down and 6.
Slot left, backs are split, Boyd's under center. Clemick, the wide receiver.
Boyd back to throw, looks downfield to Clemick. Bobbles the football, picks it up and has it. And he's got the first down for the Mainland Mustangs, Ken, and it did not come easy as Clemick initially bobbled the football, managed to hang on, and that, I think, will do a lot for Mainland's confidence. Let's watch it again.
That's just he just runs a stop. He's the outside receiver. The inside receiver runs up and sort of acts as a screen, and the ball was right there on the money. Bobbled a little bit, but that's a big first down because at this point now that should run the half out, and worse, the Mustangs should go in as down 7-0.
And that's something they can build on in the second half. Hey, we got a first down. We can move the football in this team. Here comes DeSalle, and DeSalle takes it for about a gain of 1. Brick has really shut down Mainland's running attack here in the first half, Ken.
Yes, they have, Chuck. They have virtually limited him to nothing offensively. That first down was the first one. I think Brick has 9.
2nd down, and we'll call it 8 for Mainland. Boyd brings him out. Motion with John Stone. Boyd's looking downfield for Clemick. He's going to keep it. As Clemick broke free initially, but then another man picked him up. I watched him downfield, Ken. They're really putting almost double coverage on Dave Clemick downfield, and Mainland's going to take a timeout.
I'll tell you what, Chuck, that they can come back with because they took the safety and inverted him towards the man who was in motion, and if Clemick runs a post, he's wide open. I don't know if we could see that again or not, but if we can, I can point that out to you. Clemick ran that out pattern. If he runs that post, the safety had vacated. The center of the field was wide open.
All right, so that's something maybe the Mainland coaching staff can see and come back with in the second half. I was watching Clemick downfield, and he initially broke free, but then another man picked him up. He was open for a split second or so, and then it looked like they were in some kind of double coverage. So we'll wait and see, and hopefully Mainland can look at that. They have coaches on the roof, and they see what is developing out here. I'll tell you what, though, Ken, as you look at the second half, Mainland's going to have to find a way to move the football somewhat on the ground, and they have not been able to do that in the first half. What kind of adjustments can they make to help the running game?
I don't know, Chuck. I'd have to be up top and really seeing what they're doing defensively. They seem to be moving some people around defensively, moving people in and out. They're sending linebackers. They're putting a lot of pressure, so it looks to me like, they have had no success inside. They had a little success early with that toss, so they're going to have to
Stone. They maybe come back with that play as he had some yardage. That was the longest play from the line of scrimmage on a rushing play by Mainland. 3rd down and 9 for Mainland. We got 33 seconds left in the first half. Brick Township leads at 7-0, and they run it inside to Tedeschi, and he gets about 2 yards that time, and that'll be a punting situation for Mainland, and Brick Township's going to take a timeout here, so they want the ball back, Ken, and they'll get it back with 27 seconds left.
And they're probably going to have a return on it. They have a pretty good kicker, from what I understand. That what little wind there is at their back.
Dustin Brown is their field goal kicker, number 87, and Jeff Boyd will kick it away for Mainland. And Mainland's got to be careful here in this situation, as we've seen. Brick has the ability to set up that wall. They did it twice. Or Brick and Warren Wolf could opt to come after the punt, Ken, as you mentioned the last time they went after Jeff Boyd here. So we'll wait and see what materializes as we bring you South Jersey Group 3 playoff action here on Salmon's Cable Channel 2. I want to remind you, Thanksgiving Day will be live. That's right, the first live telecast of a Thanksgiving Day football game in the greater Atlantic City area. We'll have Oak Crest Apsagami live. We'll also have coverage of Egg Harbor Township and Mainland, as well as Atlantic City Holy Spirit. We'll give you updates on those games. We'll show all 3 games again the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and we will show you Oak Crest Apsagami live. So we'll be with you on Thanksgiving Day. I'll be with Wilbert Montgomery. Ken Williams will be with John McAdams, and Bob Derbyshire will be with Bob Pfeffer, at Holy Spirit, Atlantic City. There's a high snap from center. Boyd gets it away and gets off a good kick, considering the snap, and a fair catch called for. Brick will get it 1st and 10 at about the 47-yard line with 21 seconds left. A good job by Boyd that time, Ken.
Yeah, Chuck, and a real smart play on Brick. Brick tried to block that punt. They did not block it, so the returner signaled for a fair catch, which stops the clock immediately. He knew he didn't have the wall set up because it was a block, so the fair catch stops the clock immediately, and very well coached club.
All right, Manto's back to throw. They're looking for trying to get in field goal range. He's sacked. He's going to be sacked. Ryan Harrigal, who's played a fine first half for the Mustangs, came from his defensive tackle position and sacked Mantone, and that'll probably be the last play of the first half here. Big play by Ryan Harrigal, making a statement on the final play, and that maybe can give Mainland some momentum as they go into the locker room trailing 7-0. Brick Township leads it 7-0. Ken Williams, some of your thoughts on the first half?
Well, I think it was very much like I anticipated. Brick took the opening kickoff and marched up the field and had a big third down conversion on pass that just made the first down caught by Steve Ryan. Then they had another pass to Ryan, went up the field, and all
right, let's go down to Lucy Jones with Bob Coffey. Lucy.
Chuck, I'm here with the coach of the Mainland Mustangs, Bob Coffey. Coach, how big was that your defense coming up and stopping Brick Township late in the first half? Will that give you the momentum coming out in the second half?
I hope so, Lucy. We're not doing a whole lot of things right now. Hopefully, we're only down 7-0, so we're going to get them, the troops regrouped and do the best we can in the second half. This is a good team here, and we'll be ready to play second half.
Coach, is this the most physical team that you've played this year?
They're very good. They're an excellent team. They are very physical. They're up there. Okay.
Good luck in the second half. Thank you, Coach. Back to you, Chuck.
All right, Lucy Jones, thanks for that halftime report from the sidelines. You heard from Bobby Coffey, not happy with the way his team's playing. I thought that was a good question. Lucy delivered a very physical team, Ken Williams, this Brick Township club.
Yeah, I had said that coming in. I thought they might be the most physical team that Mainland has seen this year, but they have just stymied them in the first half. And into the booth, we have a former coach from Bridgeton, a legend, Don Reich, who's now at Highland. All kind of people here today. Tony Charest, I saw here. Coaches from Ocean City are here. Coaches from Egg Harbor Township. All kind of people here today, Chuck.
All right, and we'll take a break here on our coverage of South Jersey Group 3 playoff action on Simon's Cable Channel 2, brought to you by the Betson Connection. Once again, the halftime score, the Mainland Brick Township 7, the Mainland Regional Mustangs nothing. We'll go to the Calvi Electric scoreboard, and we'll be back with more right after this. the second half of the South Jersey Group 3 quarterfinal playoff clash between the Mainland Mustangs and the Brick Township Dragons on Simon's Cable Channel 2, brought to you by the Betson Connection. Chuck Betson, Ken Williams. Mainland trails at halftime 7-0 as Brick scored on a 1-yard run from halfback Joe Morris. Mainland's defense was really opportunistic because they came up with 2 turnovers inside the 15-yard line, Ken Williams.
Yeah, one was on the 2, Chuck. Not a real good first half for the Mustangs offensively. 1 first down, and that was late in the second period, and it was a big first down because it got us out of a hole. We didn't have to punt the football. Mustangs have got to come out. They should get the ball to start the second half. They deferred in the first half. Brick took the football, so they should get the ball to start the second half, and they must try to sustain some offense, at least to get a little confidence back to start this half.
All right, Ken, a lot of coaches here. You were talking with a former Bridgeton coach, and he gave us a little insight on what he would do. He pointed out that because Brick Township sees the Delaware wing T so much, particularly against Washington Township the years they played them, they can shut down this Delaware wing T. And he said he would show a couple variations off the wing T, moving players around. Tell us about who he was and what he said.
It was Don Reich, who was at Bridgeton for years, and he was at Highland. And what he talked about was bringing a player over as far as what they call an end over, which unbalances it, which causes defensively some changes. But I think what I've seen in the first half, Rick has done a lot of moving on defense, and I think that with all the time Coach Wolf and Coach Signorino have during the week, I think what happened is they've probably broken down these films to the point where they really know, basically what we're doing. They're moving people around in different spots, and again, they've really shut us down in the first half. I think we've got to come out in the second half. Mustangs have to come out in the second half, and I think just maybe go as basic as they can and just try to establish some sort of an offensive game, because it seems the motion and the little things Brick is prepared for.
All right, Mainland trails it 7-0, and they're fortunate because Brick was twice inside the 15, once inside the 5, and Mainland came up with 2 recovered fumbles, one on a fumbled snap from center. The other time they literally just committed a grand larceny as they stole the football off of Demetrius Dunn. There you see Bob Coffey, 8-0, his 9th year here at Mainland, and he'd like to have that record. I know he's not 53-2. That graphic is not correct, but he is 8-0 this year, and what a job he has done here in Linwood with this program. And of course, this is the first home playoff game in the history of Mainland Regional High School, Ken Williams, and they only trail 7-0, so they're still in a football game.
Yeah, absolutely. They've dodged the bullet in the first half twice. And how many times, Chuck, have we seen teams this year have give away opportunities, and bang, something happens and the momentum changes. So the Mustangs are right in this game. Big first series, the second half. Again, they're going to get the football, and they've got to establish something to take that momentum away from the Brick Township Dragons.
All right, Ken, and also you mentioned Warren Wolf doesn't have to teach. He's retired. Do you think he watches films all day? That's what he does? Just breaks down the film and looks for tendencies and looks for little intricacies that you can use when you develop a game plan?
Yeah, Chuck, and Ron Signorino, who's his defensive coordinator, was a coach at Toms River South for 17 years, and they had a great program, and he is now on the staff. He's also retired. And talking to Coach Serace this week from Millville, they played Brick twice. They beat him in '75 when they had the undefeated team, and they went back in '84. I think it was '84. And Mr. Wolf gave him a real dose of what football is all about. And he told me he talked to Warren Wolf last spring up at a clinic, and Warren told him basically all he does is, at this point, is he goes in and breaks down film, and he has 16 assistant coaches, Chuck. So he's an organizer. And
16 assistants, that's more than Notre Dame has.
Yeah,
right?
I'm sure it is.
All right, now, some more information on Brick. The teams that have beaten Brick this year have a combined record of 23-1. So that's not bad when you consider they've lost 3 games, but the teams they've lost to have been quality opponents.
And it's tough. They play in the Shore Conference A division, which is the big schools. They're all Group 4 schools, so the competition they're playing against is probably a little stronger than the competition we're playing.
Let's get out of Lucy Jones on the sideline.
Chuck, I just talked to the Brick Township coaches as they were coming out of the locker room as far as the status report on the injured player, Steve Ryan, number 81, who went out in the first half. They told me that he has been taken to a local hospital. They have no comment as far as what the injury was, and we'll let you know as soon as we hear anything, if we hear it before the end of the game.
All right.
Back to you.
Thanks for that report, Lucy Jones. So Steve Ryan has been taken to a hospital. He will not return to the action here, as Lucy Jones giving us that report from the sideline. Steve Ryan, the leading receiver for Brick Township, and Ken, he set up that first touchdown with a leaping grab, and when you look at that, Tony DeSalle had a chance of an interception on that play, and Ryan came down on his shoulder. We can only speculate about his injury, but how will that affect the Brick Township offense? We saw they went to the tight end after Ryan went down.
Well, he's our key receiver. He's the guy. He's the go-to guy, so it's got to affect him when you lose a receiver of his caliber. He made a catch on a key third down on that first series that set up the next pass. He made a diving grab. So losing him is going to hurt, especially when it's a team that doesn't throw the ball that much. They're going to have to go to the tight end. They're going to have to go to his replacement, who is Jesse Clayton, and see what happens.
All right, Stone takes the kickoff, gets it across the 30, still on his feet. He's got some room outside. He's at the 50. He's in the Brick Township territory, still on his feet, all the way inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. John Stone gets the Mustangs off with a fine kick return, and Ken, that's a way to get the spark going in the second half.
Yeah, they're going to mark us to 47. He stepped out of bounds to 47, but this is the best field
position. All right, let's watch it
have.
again if we can. There you see Stone pick it up at about the 20, cuts it up inside. Then he has some room on the outside,
Just
Ken.
Great effort. He breaks, right here now, he breaks breaks two tackles there before he's brought down.
All right, 1st and 10 for Mainland, and we'll see if they can get their running game going, because Brick Township really shut it down. Mainland only had one first down in the first half, and that came on a pass from Boyd to Clemick. This vaunted Mustang rushing attack has been shut down in the first half. Let's see what Mainland can do in a second. And they come out and throw right away. They hit Clemick in the flat. He gets away from one man. He's still on his feet. He's inside the 30. First down, Mainland. He's at the 26-yard line. So right away, the Mustangs go to the air. You see Boyd to Clemick. Kenny, let's look at it again.
That's just a quick out. That's a long throw. And he just athletically beats 3 tackles here and is knocked out of bounds.
All right, so there's that short look-in pass that they used for the first down in the end of the first half. They get it again in a second. 1st and 10 for Mainland. They're at the Brick Township 26-yard line. They trail 7-0 early stage of the third quarter. They're going to run a sweep to DeSalle. DeSalle tries to get outside. He gets about 3 yards. Good lateral pursuit by the Brick Township forward wall.
And there's that tosser. Yes, we talked about in the first half what we do. You got to get outside. And that toss is one way to get there.
Let's watch the toss again, Ken, and we'll see DeSalle try to get outside. Broom out in front of him, tries to cut it back in, but 36 was there, and he's played a fine game. The tight end, who also serves as a linebacker, Brian Yakovichuk. What a game he's played, and I'm probably butchering the name, and I apologize to everyone in Brick Township. I'm going to leave those names to Bob Derbyshire on Turkey Day. Have him handle those, Ken. How's that?
And we don't have to, they may not see this, so we don't have to worry about that one, Chuck.
All right, Boyd tries to hit DeSalle in the flat, and it's knocked down by Joe Morris, number 47. And you know what's interesting, Ken? You're seeing a team here, Brick. You mentioned, a lot of successful teams use 2 platoon. They're playing kids both ways. Let's watch it again. Boyd goes back to throw, and there's Morris, 47, knocks it down, and he's doing all the running for him offensively.
Yes, he is, Chuck. They have 5 kids go both ways, I think, but they play a lot of kids. But I think they only play 5 or 6 underclassmen. All the rest are seniors. So it's a senior-dominated program. They have all kind of numbers in the program, and it's a very solid program.
3rd down and 8 for Mainland. Boyd brings him out. Call long count this time. Gives it off to Tedeschi inside, and Tedeschi gets about 5 yards, going to set up a 4th down. This is 4-down territory. They waited, they used a long snap, and they busted Tedeschi off right guard, Ken Williams.
4th and 5, and I would look for a bootleg of some kind here, Chuck.
The bootleg has been effective for Mainland all season long. No, we're going to have a field goal. They're going to run Jason Feinberg out there to attempt a field goal. The football will be put down at the 29. This will be a 39-yard field goal. Does he have a strong enough leg here, Ken?
Yeah, he does. The wind's, it's dead. No wind right now, but then what wind it was there was at his back.
All right, Feinberg in to attempt a field goal. Chris Laird will hold. The snap is down. The kick is up. It's got the distance. It's up, and it's good. It's good. Jason Feinberg gets the Mainland Mustangs on the board with a 39-yard field goal. And now Mainland has cut the lead to 7-3 with 10:16 left, Ken. That was a perfect kick by Jason the Toe Feinberg.
Great addition this year, Chuck, to the Mustangs. A former soccer kid who's now out kicking extra points. And again, that would have probably made it from 40, but True. He's kicked very well for him all year, and like I said before, just a very, very welcome addition.
All right. Well, hopefully we can look at it again as Feinberg connected from 39 yards out, gets Mainland on the scoreboard here as they take the first drive of the second half, and they put it between the uprights on a field goal. Ken, that should give Mainland some momentum.
Big, yeah. They didn't come up empty-handed. They did drive the football, had a couple good plays, nice pass play to Klemic, and they're on the board now. Now the defense has got to come up big.
All right, so Feinberg will kick it off for Mainland. The Mustangs on the board with 10:16 left in the third. They trail 7-3. Feinberg kicks it away. It's going to be tough to field. It's fielded at about the 10. Brick's got some room that time. Number 16, Will Bell on the return, and a good return. Brick Township will set up shop 1st and 10. Let's watch the field goal, Ken. Good snap. Laird got the hold down good. Feinberg got it away.
About a 38-yarder, I'd say, Chuck, but it would have been good.
38-39, but Ken, it would have been probably good from about 40-45.
Yeah, it cleared, and it was true, right on.
Right on the mark. So Jason Feinberg gives the Mustangs a lift. Now the defense going to have to shut down this powerful Brick Township running attack. 1st and 10 for Brick. The football to 25. And they give it to Morris, and Morris is outside, and he's got room. He's across the 35 all the way over to 40 before DeSalle can wrestle him down. So Morris picks up right where he left off in the first half, goes off the left side and has more than enough for the first down, and DeSalle saves a touchdown here, Ken.
And again, the left side. And this is a big difference in these two clubs. If that had been DeSalle in the open, he would have scored because of his quickness. But Brick does not have the quickness that Mainland has, and here's a case where DeSalle runs him down. He was open, and if he had the breakaway speed, he would have been tough to catch.
I'll tell you, Casey Heemskirk, who's a tough player, got buried on a block that time by Brick, Ken. 1st and 10, the football at the 41. They give it to Dunn. Dunn cuts back and gets about 2 yards where it'll be 3rd and 7. Pardon me, it'll be about 2nd and 7 for the Mainland Mustangs.
Giving the Dragons a 2nd and 5.
I'll tell you, Ken, Mainland's going to have to stop this running attack. Brick's going to come out here and try to pound it away now.
This is what they did the first series of the game, Chuck. They took the ball and they were very methodically went up the field, through when they needed to, and seems like what they're doing again.
They give it off to Morris. Morris is pulled down from behind by Jason Cairns. Jason Cairns on the tackle, stops him short of the first down. It'll be a 3rd down for Brick, and we'll call it about 2 yards to go for the first.
I'll tell you
Let's
what.
watch the replay
Look at the
again
hole
here.
he has there, Chuck. He sends it back.
Kenyatta Brown is blown out.
He said, well, Kenyatta Brown was stunning on that play. He was stunning to the outside. They ran it up inside. Tough play when you're moving and they go away from you.
All right, now this number 77, Jimmy Altabello, is having a fine day on the offensive line for Brick. He's really the player who's throwing the key blocks for Brady and company. Fumbled snap, and that ball is down once he goes down on his knee. So for the second time today, Mainland fortunate as Mantone fumbles a snap from center, and Ken, that's going to set up a punting situation, and Mantone was shaken up on the play.
That's a big play.
Let's watch it again.
They have to punt now.
Just a fumbled snap from center, and they'll have to punt it away. So the Mainland Mustangs will get it back. They trail 7-3 with 7:42 left in the third period here at the Mustang Corral in Linwood as we bring you South Jersey Group 3 quarterfinal action. The winner gets Ocean City December 2nd in the South Jersey Group 3 semifinals. Has 6 teams in South Jersey Group 3 this year. Wow. Looks like they pulled Mainland offside, Ken, and that will be a first down for Brick Township.
Yep, they shifted, and Mainland, I think, jumped.
Let's wait for the signal. And it is. It's against Mainland, and what a key penalty. That gives Brick a first down inside Mainland territory. at the 47.
Yeah, they shifted, moved some people around, and Mainland jumped, and that's a big play, Chuck. That shift is put in purposely for that.
For that reason.
Yes, and at that point, if you don't even snap the ball, you take a delay of the game, and then you punt it on the next one. But the purpose of that is simply to draw people offside, and it's exactly what happened.
Well, let's watch the replay on it. There you see the shift, and Mainland came offside.
Yep, absolutely.
Those are the little tricks you put in when you've been coaching, 38 years? They give it to Demetrius Dunn. He cuts back against the grain. He gets about a yard.
Dunn had 230 yards last week, I understand, against Toms River East. And a good friend of mine coaches at East, Kenny Snyder, and he said he told me he's a fine back.
All right, 2nd and 9 that time as Mainland has held Dunn down today pretty well. It's been Joe Morris who has hurt Mainland, and he's back in the game. Lucy Jones told you Steve Ryan has been taken to the hospital, so he will not return for Brick Township. He was their leading receiver. 2nd down and 9 for Brick. Mainland in a 5-man front. They come with a stunt man. Tone tries to throw a jump pass, and he's going to be swarmed under and sacked. He tried to use a jump pass to the tight end. It was not there, and Mainland shut that down and sacked Mantone for a loss, and he looks like he may be shaken up. Let's watch it, Ken. It's that jump pass to the tight end, and was not there, and Mainland's Pat Markowitz all over Brick Township's Matt Mantone.
Looks like Kenyatta Brown has been injured 42 for the Mustangs, and they have I guess that's John Stone out there on the corner, and Cornell Davis in his spot out on the corner. So they might look at him to try to go out in that right flat.
All right, we got a 3rd and 14 for Brick Township. We'll see if Mainland comes for the blitz. They send Wagner on a blitz. They give it to Dunn. Dunn breaks one tackle, but he can't break another, and that'll set up a punting situation for the Mainland Mustangs. So good defensive pressure that time. Shut down Brick Township. Mainland will get the football back, and they were going to get it back earlier had they not jumped off sides. 5:18 left in the 3rd period here. Mainland trails 7-3.
We can bet they'll stay on side this time, Chuck.
You know, Ken, those are the things when you coach 38 years, you put those little things in for the playoff game, and you hope you can get an edge.
Chuck, I think that's been an all year for them, I'm sure. That's the type of thing that you work on, and this is the first punt, I believe, for...
Mainland's coming after this punt as well, Ken. They have good pressure. Eisler's in. He blocks it. Brad Eisler came in and blocked it. The ball's loose on the field, and the Mustangs have it. 1st and 10 for Mainland. Brad Eisler came through and blocked the punt. I told you they were coming, and they sent half the population of Linwood, Summers Point, and Northfield, and they blocked that punt. Let's watch the replay. We'll watch Eisler come from the outside. Brad Eisler, he's done it all year.
Yes, he has.
Jamie Eisler's baby brother comes up big again for the Stangs, and it's 1st and 10. Mainland has the football on the Brick Township 20.
And again, like I said before, the momentum seems to be changing here. They dodged the bullet twice in the first half with fumbles deep inside their own territory, and the Mustangs now seem to have turned this around.
Jeff Boyd brings them out. We'll see if Mainland can run the football here. Boyd's going to roll out. He has to cut it up inside. Tries to beat one man, and he cannot. They ran that rollout that they've run well all year, Ken, but Brick was ready for it, and T.J. Ventenario was there to bring Boyd down for about a 7-yard loss.
Yeah, that was a bootleg, and they've had a lot of success.
They've had a lot of success with it this year. Yes. But obviously, Brick has seen it.
Yes, they have. I know they had 2 or 3 sets of films, and I'm sure that they looked at them over and over again, and those kids seem to be very well schooled and prepared.
All right, so a big loss on 1st down as Brick's defense rises up, throws Boyd for a 7-yard loss. They got the Sal in motion. Boyd keeps it again, and that time again, Brick Township up to the task as they're ready to stop that option play. Flag down on a play, Ken. We'll await the referee's decision here. Looks like it may be against Mainland. They're pointing towards the Mustangs.
It's illegal procedure.
Illegal procedure against Mainland.
And I think they'll decline that, Chuck. I think they'll decline that, make it 3rd and about 20.
Oh. And they do decline it. You're right. They do decline it. So sets up a 3rd down and 20 for Mainland. Boy, 1st and 10 at the 20. 2 big defensive plays by this Brick Township defense. Stopped Boyd twice on rollouts. Now we have a 3rd and 20. And Ken, they may be looking at a field goal here. They may be just looking to get 10 yards back so Feinberg can have another attempt at a field goal.
I don't know. I look for that tight end this time, Chuck.
Boyd brings him back out. Throws a screen out to DeSalle. He gets away from Morris. A great move. He's down the sideline. He's at the 15, 10. He cuts back in at the 5.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Mainland Regional Mustangs. What a run by Tony DeSalle. He had to get away from number 47, Joe Morris, and he did, and then he took it right down the right sideline. Let's watch it, Ken Williams.
It's that screen
Boyd
pass to the
goes
right.
back.
Nice play by Boyd. He turns, looks out. Misses the first tackle.
That was Morris.
A couple nice blocks along the way.
Cut it back inside. And look at the effort by Tony. Touchdown to Sal. And the Mainland Mustangs now take the lead with 3:15 left. They go up 9-7. Feinberg will attempt the extra point. What a move he put on Joe Morris. He put a move on Joe Morris like I wouldn't believe.
Yes, he did.
Morris had him dead to rights, Ken.
The Mustangs have risen up here, Chuck.
The point is up, and it's good. It's good. Jason Feinberg adds the extra point. And just like that, with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left here at the Mustang Corral in Linwood, the score, the Mainland Regional Mustangs 10, Brick Township 7. We'll be back with more right after this.
Tonight's South Jersey Group 3 quarterfinal clash between Mainland and Brick Township is brought to you by some very special sponsors. Big Wally's Discount Furniture, name brand furniture at discount prices. 514 New Road, Summers Point, dial 926-1155. The Mainland Regional High School Sports Booster Club, devoted to enhancing all athletes at Mainland. Call Patty Hartley at 927-0552. Dr. and Mrs. Andy Dwyer and MRHS Hall of Famer Mary Beth Dwyer. Thomas Roofing and Sheet Metal Company, commercial and industrial roofing, 114 North Brighton Avenue, Atlantic City. Dial 344-5846. The Mainland Football Parents, an interactive organization. Helen DeSalle, President. Klein Construction, your local utility constructor. Dial 652-3000. The Northfield Linwood Kiwanis, always looking for new members. Dial President Mark Amarowitz at 927-9554. And Atlantic Coast Mortgage, your mortgage specialist. The lowest rates in Atlantic County. Phone Bill Malamu at 926-1550.
We're back with Simon's Cable Channel 2's coverage of South Jersey Group 3 playoff action, brought to you by the Betson Connection. Chuck Betson, Ken Williams. We just saw Mainland strike quickly like lightning. Green lightning. Tony DeSalle, 30-yard screen pass or flare pass from Jeff Boyd. The Mustangs go up 10-7, and DeSalle put a gorgeous move on Joe Morris, one of the best defenders on Brick Township. Then he took it down that sideline. Ken Williams got some blocks, and all of a sudden, Mainland in front 10-7.
This is what playoff football is all about, Chuck. Up and down and up and down. Now let's see what Brick Township has in them. They made some mistakes, and big mistakes last time. Let's see what they have in store here this time.
Venditata on the kickoff return for Brick. Boy, they really have some Italian names up there. They must eat a lot of pasta up there in Brick Township. Particularly this one kid, Jimmy Altabetta. He's 6'1", 230.
He's a senior.
And I tell you what, 77 probably has had the best day of any offensive lineman out here. He's really thrown some key blocks for Brick Township. But now, Ken, all of a sudden, Mainland finds themselves with the lead, 10-7, and we'll see if Brick has any kind of different strategy here. They're probably going to stick with their game plan.
Yeah, I don't think they'll change, Chuck.
They give it off. There's that jump pass they tried before, and it's complete. The ball was deflected, and Nick Ermita came down with it. No, they call it incomplete.
Yeah.
Ken Williams Jr. telling me that it's incomplete. They tried that play earlier. That's a jump pass.
Must have hit the ground here, Chuck. I didn't see
Ken,
it.
what's the philosophy behind this jump pass? We had that in our playbook when I played. You have the quarterback go up high and throw that.
There's two schools of thought. The jump pass will get you over the offensive lineman. We used to try to run that play, but we used to cut block up front. And by cut blocking, you take the feet out from the defender, and you don't have to go up and leave your feet. So this is just a same version of that we used to call a pop pass.
All right, 2nd and 10 for Brick Township. They show motion. Mantone's back to throw. He's got time being pressured. There's the screen again. It's set up to Morris. He's got it at midfield, and he's got the first down. We saw that in the first half, and they came back with it. The screen pass as Mantone found Joe Morris, first down, Brick Township. Let's watch it.
They've run that twice, Chuck, for good yardage both times.
And it's a screen that really sets up in the middle of the field. A good pursuit that time. Casey Heemskirk came over. That could have even gone for more yardage. So Brick Township has twice used the screen pass in passing situations. It'll be a first down inside the 50. We'll call it the 49. 2:19 left in the third. Mainland leads at 10-7. They try to go outside to Dunn, and Dunn's got room outside. He's rumbling down the sideline, still on his feet, all the way inside the 35 to the 32-yard line. So for the first time today, Ken, Demetrius Dunn able to get outside, has a first down for Brick Township. Let's watch it again.
And it looks like there's no quit in the Brick Township team, Chuck. I think this is going to go right down to the wire, and they're going to be a real barn burner.
All right, at that time, Marcus Perry got caught inside, as did number 42 for the Mustangs, Kenyatta Brown. That's the first time they've really been able to get outside against this Mustang defense today.
Well, he sets that up by starting inside and then dipping out. And when you have the quickness that he has, he gets around that corner, he's going to be dangerous.
2:04 left in the third. Mustangs lead at 10-7. They're playing in South Jersey Group 3 quarterfinal action. They give it to Morris, and Morris is dropped for a loss. As numbered, I think that's 59.
That's 50. Jason Cairns.
Jason Cairns came in, and what a game he's played. Let's watch Cairns on this tackle, Ken. You think he's the toughest linebacker on his team?
I think he's one of the toughest linebackers in the league, Chuck. He was hurt early, missed the first couple games, but he's come back, and he has not gotten the recognition I think he deserves. I think he's been just a standout for the Mustangs all year, and just an outstanding player.
All right, 2nd and 11 for Brick Township. The football at the 36. A minute 30 left in the third period. Mainland leads at 10-7. Mantone's back to throw. He sets. He looks downfield. He's got a man complete inside the 30, close to the first down marker. He's going to be about a yard short as Mantone went back to throw, set up and hit J.C. Clayton in the flat for about an 8-yard gain.
Very well schooled. Watch him come back to the football. He turns, squares around. Watch him come back to the football, makes the catch, gives him some separation between him and the defender, and they're about a yard short of this first down. And I wouldn't look for anything fancy. They're going to try to get this first down and without having to mishandle the football, which they've done the last couple times.
3rd and 1 for Brick. They're in 4-down territory here. 46 seconds. Clock's running in the third. They give it off. That's Dunn up the middle. He's got the first. He's got more. Still on his feet, rumbling down to the 15-yard line. First down, Brick Township, as Demetrius Dunn ran inside and got more than enough for the first. 1st and 10. Let's watch it, Ken. Cut back behind a block-off tackle and rumbled right down to the 15-yard line.
A lot of second effort, a lot of real good effort on that runner's part, Chuck. And now they're down in close, Chuck.
Can I see the keys? No, somebody took them. Somebody already took them?
1st and 10 for Brick. The football at the 15-yard line. They give it to Morris. Morris up the middle, cuts back, still on his feet. He's in. Touchdown, Brick Township. 15-yard run for Joe Morris. And just like that, Ken, let's watch it again.
Yeah, he just cuts back to the left side, almost loses his footing, Chuck, but he stays up and just in for that touchdown. And that quick, the Brick Township Dragons have come back.
They answered right back.
Like I said, there's 11 seconds here in this third quarter, but this fourth quarter is going to be a real barn burner. And this might be one of we've had some great ones. This could be just as good as some of the other ones we've had this year.
Big extra point here for Dustin Brown, because this is the difference between a field goal tying it or not tying it. So the snap is down, the kick is up, and it's good. It's good. So with 11 seconds left in the third quarter here at the Mustang Corral in Linwood, the score, Brick Township 14, Mainland 10. We'll be back with more coverage of South Jersey Group 3 playoff action right after this.
We've got breaking sports news on the Betson Connection from the Summers Point Circle. Diorio's Circle Cafe is called an audible at the line of scrimmage. What was once a dance club has been transformed into a restaurant. Chef Hector is now calling the plays in the kitchen, and his wings and things are scoring points with the pregame and postgame football crowd. Diorio's now has a full menu and serves lunch and dinner from 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. There's burgers and shrimp and clams and all that Jersey Shore stuff straight from Hector's playbook. And on Monday night, Diorio's offers 25-cent clams, 25-cent wings, and 75-cent shrimp and wings. Diorio's is a great place to watch any kind of football on the 6-color televisions throughout the restaurant. One word of warning, the regulars here know the game. There's also dancing, pool, and a DJ with a music mix aimed more at the mature crowd. Diorio's is now a restaurant for all football seasons. That's pro, college, or high school. For takeout service, dial 926-5300. Check out Diorio's Circle Cafe and Hector's Kitchen. You'll be amazed at the changes inside. J.N. Manis and B&J Recycling would like to wish all the athletes in the Cape Atlantic League a successful 1995 football season. B&J Recycling, located at 141 South Old Port Road in Oceanville, accepts stumps, concrete, wood, asphalt, metal crushed concrete, wrap, structural steel, and sells mulch, screen topsoil, and landscaping stone. B&J Recycling is an environmentally aware business, taking Galloway Township into the 90s. And its brother, J.N. Manis, specializes in excavating and demolition. Located at 155 South New York Road in Oceanville, J.N. Manis serves commercial, industrial, and residential properties. J.N. Manis has been serving the Atlantic and Cape May County area since 1970. J.N. Manis also offers heavy equipment rentals, trucks, and cranes. For demolition and excavation, dial J.N. Manis at 652-1544. For recycling, dial B&J Recycling at 652-2434.
Atlantic City, the boardwalk, Miss America, the beaches, and men's college basketball returning to the Atlantic City Convention Center on December 9th, 1995. Come see the Nittany Lions of Penn State University battle their cross-state rivals, the University of Pennsylvania, as the Quakers challenge for their 4th straight undefeated Ivy League season and 4th straight NCAA tournament bid. In the opening game of the doubleheader, the LaSalle Explorers of Philadelphia will take on the Golden Eagles of Marquette University. After last season's NIT run, Marquette continues to recapture the glory of its national championship years. So call Ticketmaster at 1-800-736-1420 to reserve your seats to this championship doubleheader.
Hot enough to fry an egg, also hot enough to fry a dog's brain. Your dog can't perspire. To cool off, he has to pant. Even with the windows left partly open, the hot air he's breathing can cause brain damage or even death. On a hot day, be kind to your dog by leaving him at home.
You're gonna look much cooler smoking your opponents than you ever will smoking these.
That's why he doesn't play basketball.
We're back with Cape Atlantic League football on Simon's Cable Channel 2. South Jersey playoff action, Group 3, quarterfinal round. We've had a fine one here today. Brick Township just answered back and scored on a 15-yard run up by Joe Morris, and they now lead at 14-10 with 11 seconds left in the third. Ken, they came back and struck quickly using the pass and the run.
I guess, Chuck, with all those assistant coaches and Coach Wolf, if they hadn't, I wouldn't want to go to practice on Monday, I'll tell you. And they have to get ready for Brick Memorial, who's in the playoffs. I don't know if they'll play that Thanksgiving Day, which it usually is played, or Saturday. Since both of those teams are in the playoffs, they may play that this coming Saturday.
All right, of course, Mainland has a Thanksgiving Day game against Egg Harbor Township, their traditional rival on Thanksgiving. And got only 3 days to get ready, or 4 days. Is that enough for these kids?
Has to be, Chuck. You don't make a lot of changes at this point. Biggest thing is to get over the bumps and bruises, and hopefully they'll win this so they can win that game on a win. I know the years that they were undefeated in '89, they played Highland.
All right, here's Stone with a big return, Ken, and he's out across the 35 to the 38.
The year they played Highland in the playoffs, they were heavily favored Thanksgiving Day against Egg Harbor Township, and they wound up beating them 8-0 on an interception. So it's tough to get them ready, but I'm sure Coach Coffey and his staff will have these kids prepared and they'll be ready to go when they go out to Egg Harbor Township on Thursday.
Stone's had some success returning kicks, and he gives Mainland good field position again out to the 38-yard line. And that's the end of the third period here at the Mustang Corral in Linwood. South Jersey Group 3 quarterfinal action on Simon's Cable Channel 2, brought to you by the Betson Connection. The score at the end of 3, Brick Township 14, Mainland Regional 10. Now let's go to the Betson Connection Calvi Electric scoreboard. Okay, we're back with Cape Atlantic League football on Simon's Cable Channel 2, brought to you by the Betson Connection. South Jersey Group 3 playoff action, and what a game it's been. Two fine teams out here today. Mainland, of course, the number 3 seed, and Brick Township, Ken Williams, comes in here, defending South Jersey Group 3 champion. The winner gets a ticket to ride across the 9th Street Bridge, Ocean City, on December 9th. 1st and 10, Mainland, they trail 14-10. Ken, I think we're in for an explosive fourth period.
Yes, we are, Chuck.
Boyd brings him out. Boyd's back to throw. He's going to hit Clemming. Oh, almost intercepted. Almost intercepted as number 16, Will Bell, came up and almost took that, and he'd still be running if he caught that pass. Ken, let's watch.
He'll see that in his sleep tonight, because I'll tell you what, that was a touchdown right there.
They tried that pass to Clemick that's been successful, and a Brick had made some adjustments, and they were waiting for that play.
Look for Clemick to break it deep now. Look for him to run that out and then run up and to see if Boyd throws that fade.
Will Bell had that in his hands and dropped it. 2nd and 10 for Mainland. They run to Sal in motion. They give it to Tedeschi. He's got room up the middle, a little fullback. And that is really the first time today Mainland's been able to get some room inside on an inside rumble by Tony Tedeschi. Let's watch it, Ken.
Little inside trap, bang, right up the middle, and Tony Tedeschi picks up the first down.
And that play's important to the kind of offense they run. When you run the wing T, you got to let the fullback get some yardage, Ken, to make your other weapons effective.
Yeah, Chuck, and I'll tell you what, that set puts Clemick one-on-one with the defender. Okay, that they're inverting that with that safety, and that puts Clemick one-on-one, and I think that they can come back to that.
All right, we'll watch it. 1st and 10, the football at the Brick Township 49-yard line. Mainland trails 14-10. Jeff Boyd back to throw. Has it out in the flat. It's deflected. Deflected that time as he was trying to get it out in the flat to Clemick, but that football was deflected. It'll set up a 2nd and 10. Ken, let's watch it.
That was 68. Dan Verderosa on that, I think, that tipped
just
that
got
ball.
His big paw up there.
Yep.
And that was enough to alter the flight of that football, and it'll set up a 2nd and 10. Ken, they may be setting up something to Clemick here, as you mentioned, on these short routes to see if maybe we can have an up and go.
We can see the safety. Well, that's 36 come up. See him? See him rotate? Now they get single coverage out here.
All right, they give it on a cross back to John Stone. Stone's outside. He's away from one man. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mainland. Johnny Stone took it home. We'll call it a 49 49-yard run. He ran all the way through the halls of Prudential across the street. Touchdown Mainland, Kenny.
Yes, it was, Chuck. That was a little counter inside, and Stone took that the distance, and nobody laid a hand on him.
Let's watch the replay on a crossbuck. Johnny Stone, good block by Buddy Broom Sr. He moved away, and he moved the wall, and there goes John Stone running all the way to DeOrios in Summers Point. Touchdown! Unbelievable. I said we were going to have an explosive fourth quarter. Jason Feinberg on for the extra point. Ball is up, and it's a line drive, but it's good. That ball had a little bit of problem. I think it was a low snap. But Feinberg adds the extra point. And so, you want drama? Don't turn on the NFL. You want action? Forget about the one-sided scores in college football. You want it all, you got it on Simon's Cable Channel 2's coverage of South Jersey Group 3 Championship Football with 11:11 left in regulation to score. Mainland 17, Brick Township 14. We'll be back with more right after this.
Tonight's South Jersey Group 3 quarterfinal clash between Mainland and Brick Township is brought to you by some very special sponsors. Big Wally's Discount Furniture, name brand furniture at discount prices. 514 New Road, Summers Point, dial 926-1155. The Mainland Regional High School Sports Booster Club, devoted to enhancing all athletes at Mainland. Call Patty Hartley at 927-0552. Dr. and Mrs. Andy Dwyer and MRHS Hall of Famer Mary Beth Dwyer. Thomas Roofing and Sheet Metal Company, commercial and industrial roofing, 114 North Brighton Avenue, Atlantic City. Dial 344-5846. The Mainland Football Parents, an interactive organization. Helen DeSalle, President. Klein Construction, your local utility constructor. Dial 652-3000. The Northfield Linwood Kiwanis, always looking for new members. Dial President Mark Amarowitz at 927-9554. And Atlantic Coast Mortgage, your mortgage specialist. The lowest rates in Atlantic County. Phone Bill Malamu at 926-1550.
We're back with Cape Atlantic League football on Simon's Cable Channel 2. South Jersey Group 3 playoff action. A Mustang Corral in Linwood. They're playing Hey Look Me Over and Hey Look This One Over. What a game we have. Mainland just went in front 17-14 on a 49-yard scamper by John Stone, Ken Williams. And now the Mustang defense is going to have to stop this Brick Township offense.
Starting to rain a little, Chuck, and that field goal looks big right now.
Field goal looks monstrous, and that really, I thought, got the momentum from Mainland. A great call by Bobby Coffey. Nobody expected it. He came out with a field goal. It got Mainland on the board, and it got some momentum for the Mustangs. The kick is fielded at the 18, returned by, that's Jamie Sattler, and he has a fine return for Brick Township at across the 40. They'll get good field position and room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. 11:03 left in regulation, Ken Williams. Because remember, we have overtime.
Yes, we do. And again, football. The big play, Chuck, 49-yarder. We had talked about that early, that Brick Township is methodical and moves the ball, but Mainland has had the big play offense all year, and Brick has given up the big play, and there was a 49-yarder.
1st and 10 for Brick. They give it off to Morris. Morris tries the left side, and he's got some room. He gets about 6 yards before he's run out of bounds by the Mainland Mustangs. Joe Morris, he's had a fine game today, going both ways for Brick Township. Ken, will that be a factor with all these kids going both ways? Will fatigue play a role down the stretch here?
Chuck, it might. There's only about 5 of them that are going both ways, but there's 5 key kids. It might play a big effect. The Mustangs are playing one side of the football with the exception of Tony DeSalle, and it has been a factor in their games earlier this year, and it may be a big factor today.
2nd and 5 for Brick. The football at the 48. They give it to Dunn, and Dunn tries to rumble for the first down. He's going to be stopped short. Demetrius Dunn, 5'9", 180-pound junior, gets about 3 yards, sets up a big 3rd down, Ken. 3rd down situation for Brick. 3rd, and we'll call it 3.
And I'd look for Morris over the left side, Chuck.
Send it in.
I want to send it to the other team.
Send it to the team in green and white, but they're both in green and white, so you got a problem. Third and maybe we'll call it 3.5. Big play here for the Mainland defense. Don't know if this is 4-down territory. Only Warren Wolf knows that. Mantone brings him out. He gives it to Morris over the left side, as Ken Williams said, and he stopped. He stopped, and it looks like he's going to be short of that first down, Ken.
And they're going to go for it, Chuck. I think they will go for it at this point.
Before I say he stopped short, let's wait and see what the officials, where they mark the football.
He's short because they picked the ball up. He has to be short.
He's short, so it's 4th and a yard. Ken, you're Warren Wolf. You go for it here?
Yes, I do, Chuck. And I might just sneak it at this point.
Now we see some other players come onto the football field. We'll await the decision of Warren Wolf. 68-year-old Warren Wolf.
Chuck, I'll bet my salary that he goes for it.
And he is going to go for it. The salary you make, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Get Lucy Jones. She's up in the booth now. She'll give you some of her money. They give it off to Morris. And he has it, but not by much. He managed to get it, Ken Williams, but not by much. He didn't have much to get. So it'll be a first down for Brick. Football inside the 45. Let's watch it again.
Just a power eye fouls, both lead blockers. In fact, I think number 55 was in there. 65 was in the backfield.
I'll tell you what, it looked like there could have been a hold on Jason Cairns that time. One of the Brick Township players had his arms wrapped around him, giving him that bear hug. Wasn't called. 1st and 10 for Brick. The football at the 45-yard line. Antone brings it out, gives it to Morris, and that's the bread and butter play off the left side to Sal up to hit him. And he's driven out of bounds. No, not out of bounds. Clock will keep running as Morris gets about 3 yards. Ken, they love running left.
I said that at the very beginning, Chuck. I could see where they had their two best offensive linemen on that side, and that's been their bread and butter all day. And they have, every time there's a key play, it seems to me that's where they go.
3-yard pickup, 2nd and 7. 8:33, the clock moving here in the 4th period. And Ken, you mentioned Brick Township also has a kicker that can kick field goals in Dustin Brown. And Brick Township's going to take a timeout here with 8:24 left in regulation. With the score, Mainland 17, Brick 14. We'll be back, I promise, right after this.
The undisputed heavyweight champion of the Buffalo Ring is Charlie's Bar and Restaurant, located at 800 Shore Road in Summers Pool. But it just isn't a wing thing at Charlie's, as the entire menu is a knockout. Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, enjoy the 2.5-pound prime rib special. And the Charlie's menu specializes in German and American cuisine, which is cooked to order. Charlie's specialties are excellent also. On Tuesday night, enjoy 25-cent steamers. On Thursday night, it's all-you-can-eat ribs for $10.95. And there's daily drink specials at Charlie's with $1.50 margaritas from 3 to 6 on Friday afternoons. There's also a great children's menu at Charlie's with prices ranging from $2.25 to $7.85 and a daily free luncheon special for children under 8. Charlie's is also a great place to play pool, shuffleboard, and darts. Charlie's is open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 3 a.m., and on Sundays from noon to 3 a.m. For takeout service at Charlie's, dial 927-FOOD.
For the past 29 years, the Humane Society of Ocean City has provided the communities of Cape May County with a no-kill animal shelter. Each year, we handle more than 1,500 animals. Our shelter staff works hard to ensure that every animal is adopted into a caring and loving home. Our no-kill policy means that every animal remains a guest until they're adopted. Your support of the Humane Society of Ocean City is vital to our efforts to continue providing a no-kill shelter. For more information or to volunteer, call 399-2018.
The Giuliano family would like to invite you to enjoy an unforgettable dining experience. Located at Ocean Heights Avenue and Zion Road in Bargaintown, Giuliano's is open for lunch 11:30 to 3 daily and dinner from 4 till 11. Try a tempting appetizer while your entree is cooked to order. Relax in Giuliano's lounge with a snack and a cold drink. Or visit Giuliano's packaged goods store with a wide variety of spirits and cold beer. For a family restaurant with family prices, come to Giuliano's, Ocean Heights Avenue and Zion Road, Bargaintown, 927-6363.
The law offices of Broom and Bellucci have been serving the Atlantic City metropolitan area since 1966. Located at 1701 New Road in Northfield, Henry Broom and Bruno Bellucci specialize in personal injury cases. The firm also has an expertise in divorce and workman's compensation. A law firm with a sporting touch, Broom and Bellucci would also like to wish all the athletes in the Cape Atlantic League a successful winter basketball season.
Like a point guard dribbling through a full-court press, Broom and Bellucci can help you find a way through the legal labyrinth. Henry Broom is a graduate of the University of North Carolina, so he knows all about the winning mystique. That's Broom and Bellucci, located at 1701 New Road in Northfield. The firm is open daily from 8:30 to 5:30. Dial 645-3100 for all your legal needs.
Hi, my
Tony
name is...
Tedeschi right there, Coach.
Tony Tedeschi chewing on his mouthpiece. You think there's a little nervous energy going around out here in Linwood? We're back with Simon's Cable Channel 2's coverage of South Jersey Group 3 Championship football. Mainland leads it 17-14, second and 8 for Brick, 8:24 left. The football in Mainland territory at the 43-yard line. They show motion. One back behind Mantone, and he's back to throw. He's going to set up. He's under pressure, and he gets away from a sack. Still on his feet. The ball's loose on the field, and Brick gets it back. Wow, what a play that was. Looked like Mantone was going to be sacked. He got away from his sack, and then he was hit again, and it was a fumble. And we'll just have to sort all of it out.
I'll tell you what, Chuck.
Jesse 3rd and 11. I want to watch this again. Now, it looks like he's going to get sacked as he gets away from Herrickle,
like a face
and he
mask
comes
they missed,
up,
Chuck.
and somebody puts a whack on him, and the football's loose.
I'll tell you what, 25, Jesse Clayton was 25 yards behind everybody if he could have gotten that ball off.
Well, good pressure that time by the Mustang front. And then we have to point out, Ryan Herrickle, 6'3", 202-pound senior, has had a fine day for the Mustangs today. Herrickle has had pressure all day. Here's a big third down play. 3rd and 11 for Brick. Mantone's back to throw. He throws it out to Morris in the flat, and he's tackled. Casey Heemskirk came up and stopped Morris for a loss of a yard. And Ken, now Warren Wolf has no choice. He's got to punt.
Yeah, he's going to have to punt the ball, Chuck, and then and call on his defense. And there's still plenty of time. 7:15 left in the clock.
But that was a big defensive stop by Mainland.
Yes, it was, Chuck.
Big defensive stop because Brick had it in Mainland territory, and the Mustangs rose up that time. What a gutty bunch this Mustang crew is, Ken. It looked like they were totally outplayed in the first half. They did not quit. You know, this game has really been a microcosm of the season for Mainland. They don't get much respect. It didn't even look like Brick respected them much in the first half, but Mainland has just hung in here. There's the kick. It's away from DeSalle. DeSalle's going to pick it up on the roll, and gets away from one tackle, but
he's down about the 14-yard line.
Get down to about the 14. That's where Mainland will set up shop. 1st and 10. They have the football. They have the lead with 6:40 left in regulation here at the Mustang Corral in Linwood in the first home playoff game in Mainland Regional history. And what a game we've had, Kenny.
Chuck, we've had all good games from over here this year. Every game we've had here, with the exception of the opener, I guess, for Pleasantville. We had the Absegami game. We had the Holy Spirit game. We have the Brick game, and hopefully we'll have them again next week over the bridge in Ocean City.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Stangs. They want to keep the ball and run the clock. They give it off to Tedeschi. Look at the little fullback go. He's out across the 30 to the 36. Tony Tedeschi, the fire plug. Last night we had him singing Macho Man, and he looked like a Macho Man on that play. Ken, let's watch him.
Just a quick trap up the middle, Chuck, and he just bang. See,
there's that trap. It wasn't there earlier. Now it's there.
Yep. And he picks up big yardage that time, and it gives them a little bit of breathing room. So if they have to punt the ball, they're not going to punt it from their own end zone.
Big play because it gets them out of the shadow of their own end zone, and now they can go deeper into the playbook. 1st and 10 for the Stangs. A football at the 35-yard line. They give it to Tony DeSalle, a reverse inside to John Stone, and that play was there. Stone just stumbled. They ran a reverse. They gave it to DeSalle, and he gave it back to John Stone, and the play was there.
Yeah, that field is probably going to be a little bit wet now, Chuck. The center of the field is a little muddy. So I noticed even when Morris scored earlier, he cut back and almost lost his footing. So the field is a little bit wet. The ball's going to be a little tougher to handle. And right now the clock is the ally of the Mustangs.
Hey, what a gutsy call by Bobby Coffey there, though. He went for the home run.
Hey, at that point you got to.
2nd and 8 for Mainland. DeSalle in motion. Coffey by no means sitting on this lead. They give it to Tedeschi again, and there's the fullback. Gets about 7 tough yards. We'll call it 6 tough yards. Set up a 3rd down.
Big play here, Chuck.
Let's watch it again, Ken. Tedeschi's come up big with some runs here. There's a good lead block that time by John Stone. He took on the linebacker, and they'll set up about a 3rd and 3 for Mainland. Big play.
Biggest play of the game right here so far.
4:46. The clock is moving. Mainland wants to keep the football.
And
Brick needs to stop them to get it back.
And they've already had to use one timeout, Chuck, so they only have 2.
Oh, there's motion by Mainland. And that's a key mistake as Mainland left too early. And that'll back it up 5 yards. And that turns a 3rd and 3 to a 3rd and 8. And that changes your whole play call.
Yeah, but I think they can probably run something a little less cautious, and they've had a lot of success with those type plays, so maybe that's a blessing in disguise.
All right, so Bobby Coffey is going to have to maybe change his call. Maybe he goes with the same play. 3rd and 8, 4:33, the clock moving. Mainland leads at 17-14. At stake, a ticket to ride over the 9th Street Bridge. You get Ocean City, December 9th, under your Christmas tree. Stone in motion. Boyd's going to roll out. Looks downfield, puts it up. Incomplete. He had a man out there. It was incomplete.
Todd Michael, the tight end, the ball was there. A real nice defensive play.
Good defensive play that time by Brick to knock it away. Michael was open, and Brick Township's Mike Mendez knocked it away. Let's watch it, Ken. Good call. I like the call. And just a good defensive play by number 41, Mike Mendez, who knocked that away from Michael. And now Mainland in a punting situation. 4:13 left in the football game. They have a 3-point lead. Brick Township's coming after this punt.
Looks like they are. They got 10 men on the line of scrimmage.
They're sending them all, Ken. Good block, and Boyd gets it away. Ball's going to bounce. Bounces away. As surprising there that Brian Yakovich didn't even try to fair catch it. And Mainland got a good bounce. Brick Township will get the football, Ken Williams. 1st and 10 at the Brick 32-yard line. 4:02 left. 2 timeouts for Brick.
That's right. They've used one. It looked like when it looked like they were going to be called for a delay, they used one. Could come back now to be very, very crucial. They have 4 minutes to go, and they have about 67 yards in which to travel.
So Bobby Coffey will call on his defense one more time now to try to keep Brick out of the end zone. Antone's back to throw. He's looking downfield. He's got a man. It's broken up. A big defensive play by Mainland's Cornell Davis. He saved a touchdown.
I told you.
Let's watch it again,
Ken. I told you the play before 25 was open, and they came back to it. Cornell Davis did a nice job. They came back to it across the middle.
Cornell Davis was beat, but he just used his hand to knock it away. A big play.
Yes, he did. Real nice defensive play.
Big defensive play by Cornell Davis. He came up huge. 2nd and 10 for Mainland. The football at the 33-yard line. What a football game.
And these balls are getting wet now, Chuck, and they're trying to shuffle them in and out so that they're dry.
All right, officials doing a good job with that. Although that one guy, I don't know if he has as good an arm as you did. He couldn't make it to the sideline there, Kenny Williams.
He dropped it too, Chuck.
Lucy Jones might have a better arm than that. 2nd and 10 for Brick. They give it off the left side to Morris. He has nothing there.
Jason Cairns.
Jason Cairns, the toughest kid in Linwood. Stops him for no gain. Actually a loss. Let's watch the replay, Ken. Look at number 50. You've loved this kid all year long.
Here he comes, Chuck. And that big play that time. Big play makes it 3rd and about 13. And they're not in 4-down territory, and that clock is inside of 3 minutes and 15 seconds.
3rd down and 13 for Brick Township. They trail 17-14. How about all the experts? They say there's no way Mainland can win the game.
Well, even the Courier picked Brick, but
not over yet. Montone's back to throw. He's hit. The ball's loose. A flag is down. A flag is down, and Brick got on the football. But we'll wait to see the call here, as Montone was really holding against Brick. That'll be declined.
Decline that, Chuck.
And because it's a 4th down. Let's watch it. Let's see who got the pressure, Ken. Coming from the backside. 42 on the pressure. Kenyatta Brown forced that fumble, and now Mainland will get it back with 2:57 left. So how about the 2 big defensive plays? Cornell Davis and Kenyatta Brown come up huge for the Mustangs.
Yes, they did, and that was a real big one, Chuck, because they were 13 yards away from a 1st down, and now they're 20, and they have to punt, and we're inside of 3 minutes.
Inside of 3 minutes, 2:54. Mainland will get the football back. Tony DeSallo will wait at the punt. It's a fake. It's a fake. Warren Wolf goes into his playbook, and he brings out a fake, and he's got the first down. What a play. Warren Wolf ran the fake. They threw a little dump pass to number 36. That's the tight end, Brian Yakovich, and he got the first down. Let's watch it again. It went to the short man. It went to the short man, and he hit his tight end, and Davis and Eisler tried to stop him, but he ran over to Sal. Wow.
Big
what a
play, Chuck.
play.
I'll tell you what.
That's why they won all the state
surprise.
championships. They snapped it to the short man, and they got the first down, and it's a first down at the 44-yard line, 2:22 left. They give it to Morris. He picks and chooses and gets about 4 yards. He's out to midfield.
2:15, Chuck, and they have half the football field to go, and they do have a kicker. They do have a kicker. This could go overtime. They need to get 2 or 3 first downs here. They have
what a
2
play
timeouts
called by
left.
Warren Wolf, 38 years in the business. How old is he, Ken?
68, Chuck.
68, and he pulls the trigger on a fake punt. Unbelievable. Yep. We've seen it all on Channel 2. 2nd and 5. Mantone's back to throw. He's going over the middle. He's got a man complete. First down. First down to the 40-yard line.
That's Brian Chuck, his tight end, who has come up real big here in this fourth quarter.
Let's watch it again. He goes to the tight end. Yukovich over the middle. Boom, right there. And all of a sudden, the momentum. You can just feel it swing here now in Linwood. Clock is still running, though, Ken. We got 1 minute and 33. You mentioned Brick only has 2 timeouts left. So that could be a key here. 1st and 10, the football at the 40. 1:25, clock's moving. Montone's back to throw, he's being rushed. The ball almost intercepted. Dustin Grandi had it in his hands. He had the trip to Ocean City in his hands, and it just fell out.
That was a screen, and Jason Cairns forced him to throw that football before he wanted to throw it, and it was almost intercepted. But Jason Cairns,
let's watch the replay.
Watch number 50.
There it is.
There he comes, Sam.
There it is. Dustin had it in his hands.
Yep.
He had his paws around it. 2nd and 10.
That was meant for
Brick
47,
Township.
Joe Morris.
1:21 left. They've run that screen successfully all day.
Well, you can bet the Mustangs are coming now, Chuck. They're going to send 5 or 6 on each play.
Montone's back to throw. And there it is. The blitz is on. The football's up for grabs. Incomplete. Eisler back. And he had good coverage that time. Montone was under big pressure, was lucky to get it off, and Brad Eisler and Tony DeSalle both over there. Let's watch it.
He just throws that ball.
Good pressure by Heemskirk.
Nice job by Eisler, Chuck.
Eisler, what a year he's had. What a season he's had for these Mustangs.
Came up big today with a block punt.
Block punt. He's made some big plays in the secondary. Jamie Eisler's baby brother. You know what? I might have to call Jamie Eisler Brad Eisler's younger sister.
Older sister.
I might have to change. Older sister. I might have to change that. 3rd and 10 for Brick Township. Mantone's back to throw. Fakes it inside. Grandi on some pressure, completes it out in the flat, but Kenyatta Brown is there to stop it for about a gain of 2 yards. It'll set up a 4th down, Ken Williams.
Brick's going to take their 2nd time out. They're going to have a 4th and about 10. This is the
4th
game.
and 10.
Right
Let's
here.
watch the play again, Ken. They fake it inside to Morris. Good pressure by Grande. They get the pass away, but it's well short of the first down. Kenyatta Brown and Cornell Davis were there. Going to be about a 4th and 8, Ken. The football at the 39-yard line. We'll keep it right here. 55 seconds left. Now, you know this Brick Township program as well as anybody. What are they going to come up with here? What if you're Mainland, what do you look for?
Chuck, I don't know, to be honest with you. It's 4th and 9. I don't know what they're going to come up with here, Chuck. You can bet that Mainland's going to send both linebackers. The clock should be about 1:06. I think the timer up here let that clock run.
All right, it looks like they're going to put more time back on the clock. And while they do that, we'll take a break. We'll be back with more Cape Atlantic League football action on Simon's Cable Channel 2 right after this.
Tonight's South Jersey Group 3 quarterfinal clash between Mainland and Brick Township is brought to you by some very special sponsors. Big Wally's Discount Furniture. Name brand furniture at discount prices. 514 New Road, Summers Point. Dial 926-1155. The Mainland Regional High School Sports Booster Club, devoted to enhancing all athletes at Mainland. Call Patty Hartley at 927-0552. Dr. and Mrs. Andy Dwyer and MRHS Hall of Famer Mary Beth Dwyer. Thomas Roofing and Sheet Metal Company, commercial and industrial roofing, 114 North Brighton Avenue, Atlantic City. Dial 344-5846. the Mainland Football Parents, an interactive organization. Helen DeSalle, President. Klein Construction, your local utility constructor. Dial 652-3000. The Northfield Linwood Kiwanis, always looking for new members. Dial President Mark Morowitz at 927-9554. And Atlantic Coast Mortgage, your mortgage specialist. The lowest rates in Atlantic County. Phone Bill Malamu at 926-1550.
Called it. We're back with Cape Atlantic League football on Simon's Cable Channel 2. South Jersey Group 3 playoff action. Mainland against Brick Township. We have a clock problem here. We're going to try to get that rectified. Mainland leads at 17-14. We have a fourth, and we have 8.5 yards. Ken Williams, and of course, this drive appeared to be stopped once, but Warren Wolf, the veteran, the wily one, called for a fake punt, and they got a first down. And now another big play, 4th down and 8 for Brick. Ken, what's the time situation?
Should be 59 seconds, but they have to run the clock down, so they got to run it down to 16. They'll put a minute back up on the clock and run a second off.
Okay.
And they'll start with 59 seconds, and it's 4th. And Chuck, I have no idea what he runs well. Anticipating linebackers coming, then you've got to look for something over the middle.
And also, they've used the screen well today. That's been an effective
weapon.
They
just tried that, and they had a problem with it.
All right, but if I'm Mainland, a player to watch, number 36, the tight end, Brian Yakovlevich, he's been open all day on that little, to the hash mark when he runs that square and go over the middle.
And they don't have their best receiver.
Steve Ryan, Lucy Jones gave you that update. He's at the hospital, so that comes up big now. 4th and 8. This could be the football game, Ken Williams. Antone's back to throw. He's got good pressure. He steps up in the pocket. It's incomplete.
That's going to be it, Chuck.
Incomplete downfield for Jesse Clayton. He was open. The pass was high. And now Mainland will take over on downs. Brad Eisler back again. Let's watch it.
He was there, Chuck.
Antone had time.
That should have been caught.
They only used a 3-man rush. He stepped up in the pocket, delivered it. He just overthrew his receiver, and Jesse Clayton down on the field right now. He gave it his best effort as the ball was thrown high. And
well, Chuck, you know what this means? They have, I guess, one timeout left?
One timeout left.
53 seconds.
All Mainland has to do is kneel down. And we're going to Ocean City, Kenny.
Yes, we are.
Can you get me in over there? I need a passport to get over that bridge.
No, you'll be all right to get over the bridge.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I'm going to get Derbyshire to run a bodyguard for me. We'll get Bobby D. I want to remind everybody, Thanksgiving Day, our coverage, we'll have a triple header. We're going to go live from Absegami Oakcrest. We'll have Ken Williams and John McAdams, Mainland EHT. We'll have Bob Derbyshire and Bob Pfeffer at Holy Spirit, Atlantic City. Oakcrest Absegami will be live. We'll have updates from both of those games. And then the Saturday after Thanksgiving, a triple header packaged around the Betson Connection CAL wrap-up show. And on that show, we will have our all-star team and our players of the year offensively and defensively. That's a Saturday after Thanksgiving. And our next telecast of high school football will be live from Galloway Township, Absegami Oakcrest. That should be a good win, Ken. Both those teams 4-4. They want to finish with a winning season.
Yes, they will. Two good teams, Chuck. Played well at times this year, stubbed their toe at times this year. Big rivalry. Same school that split years ago, so that will be a real good rivalry.
53 seconds, and nothing's ever over. Everything we've seen this year, it's just been unbelievable. And Boyd goes down on one knee. Clock's still going to run here. They haven't used the timeout, Ken.
No, at this point, there's no need for it, Chuck, because
they're not even going to use the timeout. No. That's surprising. So we're ticking down here as Mainland was down 7-0 at halftime. They got back on the board on a field goal by Feinberg, 39 yards. Then they went ahead on a touchdown. A 30-yard pass from Boyd.
That's it, Chuck. You won't have to run another play.
Tony DeSalle. Then Brick came back on a 15-yard run by Joe Morrison, and John Stone went 49 yards. And now Brick will take a timeout. I knew they had to use it. Ken, you got to use it if you have it. With 13 seconds left. Look, we've seen enough crazy bounces this year. Anything can happen. But when you look back at this football game, Ken, the field goal by Feinberg got Mainland going, and then that seemed to swing the momentum. That great field goal by Jason Feinberg.
That was the first series of the second half. They had to put something on the board. They did. Good call by Coach Coffey. Pressure kick by Jason Feinberg. Finally got some points on the board, and at that point, the momentum changed.
And, you know, Bob Derbyshire's up here with us, and, you know, I get too excited. We got to look back at that first half, Ken. How big were those two recovered fumbles inside the 15-yard line when Brick appeared to have Mainland on the ropes? One time they just stole the football off the kid. The other time it was a fumbled snap from center. That loomed very large in this game.
Absolutely. Even if they kick a field goal, we're overtime now. You know, and at one point it was at the 2-yard line. That field goal is an extra point.
Look at that great shot. Mustangs slay the dragon. There it is. They're slaying the dragon. A great sign and a great shot by our
and this will be
Channel
the last
2
play
coverage
right here,
team. There it is, Jeff Boyd, and their celebration in Linwood as they count it down.
December 2nd in Ocean City.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's over. It's history. The final score here in the South Jersey Group 3 quarterfinal playoff game. The Mainland Regional Mustangs 17, Brick Township 14. Ken Williams, your post-game thoughts?
Just a great effort on the Mustangs' part, Chuck. They had a flat first half. They were down. They turned around and came back. Second half, they had a couple big plays. Brad Eisler made a real great play
on a block
and a punt, which came right after the Feinberg field goal and turned this game around. And you know, I just can't say enough for the Mustangs, Coach Coffey and his staff. They regrouped at halftime, and they beat a very fine football team. They beat a team and a school that has probably as much tradition for football as any team in the state of New Jersey.
All right, Ken, let's review what happened out here today while we await Lucy Jones's interview with Bucky on the field. It started out, it was all Brick in the first half, and they got on the board first. A 1-yard run by Joe Morris with 6:22 left in the first period. They went right down the field, and it looked like it might be a long day for the Mustangs. However, 2 other times, Brick got the football inside the 15, and Mainland came up with fumbles. So at halftime, Ken, Mainland had 1 first down, Brick had 9, and Mainland trailed 7-0. Then in the third quarter, first drive, Mainland got a good return from John Stone, and they got the 39-yard field goal by Jason Feinberg with 10:16 left in the third, and that cut the lead to 7-3. And then Tony DeSalle came back on a 30-yard run.
That was a pass, Chuck.
A 30-yard pass. I'm sorry, he took a short pass. He did a lot of the running on his own. Joe Morris had a shot at him. He ran away from him, and Morris scored 30-yard touchdown with 3:15 left in the third. Feinberg added the kick, and it was Mainland 10, Brick 7. And Ken Williams said, how's Brick going to react? Well, they came right down the field, and it's a 15-yard run by Joe Morris. That put Brick out in front 14-10. And then Mainland scored on the game winner in the fourth period at the 11-11 mark. John Stone went 49 yards, and that led to the final score. Mainland 17, Brick 14, Ken.
A great effort, Chuck. First playoff game at home for Mainland. This season now is mirroring the season from '89, where they went up and they upset a Highland team after being behind. Here today, of course, they're at home, but they upset a Brick team that was ahead and probably favored, even though they had a 5-3 record. Now they have to buckle their chin straps and head out to Ocean Heights Avenue to Egg Harbor Township. And believe me, that will not be an easy game on Thanksgiving Day. They will throw the football. Matthew Peterson, their quarterback, needs 202 yards, I think, to break a school record. So you can bet that football will be in the air Thanksgiving Day. The Mustangs have to get over this big emotional win and get down to business right away to get ready for Thanksgiving.
All right, we'll try to get down to Lucy Jones with Bobby Coffey as soon as she's ready. We promise we'll bring you some post-game reaction. But this win ensures that Mainland will meet Ocean City. And, you know, I've listened to everybody in Ocean City say, we want to play Mainland again. Well, guess what, Ocean City? You wanted Mainland, you got Mainland. December 2nd at America's greatest family resort in a rematch of a football game that Mainland won after trailing 10-0. Of course, Ken, before Mainland looks at that game, they have to look at EHT on Thanksgiving Day.
I'll tell you what, Chuck, and there was a lot of young guys here today in red jackets from Ocean City, and believe me, they were rooting for the Mustangs.
They wanted
the Mustangs to win, and they are now looking forward to that December 2nd meeting at 1 o'clock at Cary Field in Ocean City. And we had a big one here on a Friday night with Mainland Holy Spirit, and I look for that Saturday, December 2nd matchup at 1 o'clock at Ocean City to be even a bigger game than the one we had here on that Friday night.
All right, and again, we will have all those games for you. We'll have the game in Ocean City December 2nd. We'll have to do it 24 hours tape delay. That's the state rule. And what a year we've had on Simon's Cable Channel 2's coverage of high school football. They're playing We Are Family right here at Mainland, the old song that Sister Sledge made famous. And I think that's an appropriate song, Ken, because it really has been a family effort out here at Mainland this year.
Chuck, from the parents and the boosters to the administration and the coaches and the kids, this has just been one fantastic start for a school year. I was in the building the other day, talked to the assistant principal, and he said, you know, people don't understand this, but the climate in that building is set every year basically by the way these football teams produce. And if the football team wins and does well, the whole student body is affected by that, and that feeling permeates the building. And anybody that tells you that's not the case, believe me, it is. And this is what has set this year here at Mainland, is this football team and the cheerleaders and the band and everybody that's been involved. And it's just to me, it's fantastic. You know, I spent 28 years of my life here, and it's just nice to see this feeling back again the way it was years ago.
And what a football game it was. Brick Township came in here defending South Jersey Group 3 champions. They had lost 3 games, but all 3 of those teams they lost to in the top 20. And there were a lot of people who thought Mainland had absolutely no shot to win this football game. And that's sort of been the case all year, Ken. Despite the success over here at Mainland, I don't know if the team really got the respect it deserved from the media and in the various polls throughout the state.
No, they did not, Chuck. You know, and like I said earlier, this is the Northwestern of South Jersey. There's a team in the Big Ten that hasn't got any respect either, and they just keep winning. They find a way to win, and this team finds a way to win. And maybe now that they beat a program like Brick, they'll get a little more respect in the polls. You know, there are teams like Paulsboro and a few more that this team should be ranked ahead of. And I know there's a person here that votes in the Courier poll who coaches at another school that has seen Mainland for the first time. And after I have dinner with him tonight, I think I'm going to get his vote for Mainland to move them up in the polls a little bit.
You're sure about that?
I'm sure about that.
All right, Lucy Jones getting ready. We're going to go down to her. She's going to have number 44, Casey Heemskirk.
And Tony Tedeschi.
As well as Tony Tedeschi, 2 players who played big roles in this football game. There you see the final once again, Mainland 17, Brick Township 14. And we'll get Lucy Jones set up right now. Matty Prebney coming down from up top. He did a good job for the coaching staff here. And when we're ready, we will go down to Lucy Endzone Jones with Tony Tedeschi and Casey Heemskirk. Take it away, Lucy.
Chuck, while we're waiting for Coach Coffey, I have 2 Mainland Mustang players here, and I'm sure they have lots to say. We're here with Tony Tedeschi and Casey Heemskirk. Well, guys, you did it. What do you have to say?
We just all hung in there. We played as a team. As you know, we were our second half team. We knew we were down 7-0 in the halftime. We just came back and picked it up in the second half, and we won, so we're happy.
Well, you know, everybody talked all week about how physical this Brick Township team was. Do you think that this team was the most physical team that you faced all season?
Oh, they're one of the biggest and toughest teams we faced. You know, this whole season we just been, you know, never got respect. We're always the underdog. We're finally winning, and we're going to get to the state championship, #1 Mainland.
That's right. Congratulations, guys. Enjoy your victory. Thanks. Back to you, Chuck.
All right, there you saw it. And again, Casey Heemskirk echoing the theme we just echoed, Ken Williams, how this team just doesn't seem to get the respect. And maybe now it will get some of that respect. Of course, still a Thanksgiving Day game with EHT and then Saturday, December 2nd. I'll tell you what, I don't know if there's ever been a more anticipated game. Ocean City, Mainland. And does that have a lot to say about the Cape Atlantic League, that the South Jersey Group 3 semifinal clash will be played between two teams in the Cape, Ken?
I think it's more anticipated by Ocean City, Chuck. I know if I was coaching, it's always toughest the second time around. Mainland beat them the first game of the year, and regardless of who won that first game, it's tough to beat a team twice in the same year. So I know Mainland is probably not as anxious to go over the bridge as Ocean City is to have them come back over, but I'm sure that they'll be there and they'll have some time off after Thanksgiving, and you can bet your life that the Mustangs will be ready. And when they go to Ocean City on December the 2nd, could be the game in South Jersey this year.
All right, Lucy Jones getting Bobby Coffey on the sidelines. Let's go down now to Lucy End Zone Jones with the coach of the Mainland Regional Mustangs, Bobby Coffey. Lucy, take it away.
Chuck, I'm here with the Mainland Mustangs coach, Bob Coffey. Congratulations on a great victory today. All aspects of your team played great today. Defense played great, special teams. They went against fake punts. Any comments about, did you do anything special to them this week to get them so psyched for this game?
Well, we didn't come out that way, Lucy, but the second half we really came out that way. I have a great bunch of kids. I have a lot to work with, as far as character is concerned. I'm just so proud of my kids. They're just winners. They're champions.
Did you say anything special to them at halftime that changed the tide of this game? They seem to have control of the game the whole second half.
Yeah, no, we have a real low-key halftime adjustment. So we tell them what to do, and they do it. It's really neat to see it happen. The kids, they're very intelligent. They're very tough kids, and and it's their game. It's just, this time of year is their time of year, and they know it. They're just great kids.
Well, I was up and down the sidelines the whole game, and they never gave up. I heard them making comments all day long. We're going to win this game. We're going to beat this team. So, no, you're right. They never did give up. They are a very special group of guys. How hard is it going to be to get them ready to play a game in, 4 days on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, well, that's our next, sure. But, we'll do the best we can with it, and the kids are going to have to play. We'll take it easy on them as much as we can in practice this week, but we'll line them up right, and we'll coach them right. But we'll see. We'll take Thanksgiving when it comes.
Okay, great. Have a nice day. Enjoy your celebration.
Thanks, Lucy.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
All right, Lucy
Chuck,
Jones,
back
thanks
to
for
you.
that report. There you see the final score. Once again here in South Jersey Group 3 quarterfinal action from the Mustang Corral in Linwood. The first time in Mainland history they hosted a playoff game. They come out a winner. Mainland 17, Brick Township 14. Ken Williams, great job. I want to thank Bob Derbyshire for assisting us in the booth as well. And also want to thank Lucy End Zone Jones down on the field. For Lucy Jones, for Ken Williams, for everybody at Simon's Cable Channel 2, got to run down our crew. Country Jack Hagan in the truck. Thomas G. Skull up on the roof. On the sidelines, the big man in the band, Lamar Clark, and the rest of the people that bring you the pictures here at Simon's Cable Channel 2. This is Chuck Betson telling you thanks for watching high school football, and thanks for making the Betson Connection. Good night, everybody.